Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. The week, another adventure. This time, everybody's actually present. Huzzah! A miracle. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Cody's still missing. Rip. But hey, you know what? It's fine. Because everybody else is still here, accounted for, and we're all set. So, good news. Hello! Hope you guys are having a wonderful week, because mine was hell. Mine was utter hell. I worked for the last 9 days in a row. Today was my first day off, and it wasn't even a day off, because I had work for my other job today. And now we're back with Avalon. So, it's nice to be able to sit down, relax, and finally have some fun before I submit myself to about a 16-hour grind on a game tonight. Which feels good. And it also doesn't help that ranked season and league started, and we're taking this season kind of seriously. So, that's my life. Anyway. Welcome back to Avalon. New chapter begins today, at least in the history, as the new year finally comes to the world, and we get to decide where exactly we're going, because it wasn't discussed last session. So, there's going to be probably a lot of roleplay, some talking, planning out what's going on, but things are going to begin getting into motion. The wheels are about to start turning, even though I have been dropping hints for a few sessions now. So, we'll see if anything happens. Let's go say hello.
What the fuck, dude?
I hope
You're not
to
wrong.
die naked.
Well, then you already own them. You already own
You don't
your
get to
death blows.
choose. That sounds bad.
All of the images that are going to be displayed at your funeral have already been taken.
Not yet.
Okay.
There aren't many
Okay.
pictures of me.
Dave, why you
The
turn on the
closest
lights?
thing-
Stop being so dark.
The closest thing the human anatomy has to a tentacle is the tongue. So does that mean that hentai, especially tentacle hentai, is nothing but watching girls getting eaten out?
Okay, Dave, I love you, but stop.
Wait, no, you're
Yo,
right.
he
about
makes
the
a point
tongue
with that
thing.
one.
I feel very
Oh my
insecure about my
God.
tongue
No,
now.
he doesn't. Shut
Dude,
up.
Now my, I can't stop moving my
Timing,
tongue now.
Dave.
I feel very insecure
that
now.
makes sense.
Some
That makes so
days
much
some days
Sorry.
I'm really glad not a lot of people watch Josh's streams.
Yeah, it's kind of get it there.
Sometimes I'm sad because they could learn a thing or two.
They
That's
can learn a
true.
thing or two. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Really good.
watching the VODs back, man. There's some things you'll learn.
I mean,
Definitely.
all you have to do is take a little bit of coal, grind it into a powder, get a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
You knew exactly where that was going.
Yeah, that can get me
So-
banned.
First, get some rust.
Can you DM?
That comes later, Jomini. That comes later, much later.
Anyway.
Can
Anyway,
you DM? Can you DM
moving
that to
on.
me?
So, gentlemen, good evening. It's nice to have all of you back for this week,
Ooh.
except for Cody.
You actually want me to DM you that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Instantly on the watch list.
Because I'm curious.
Instantly.
Okay.
He was instantly put on the watch list this time.
Curiosity got Ryan.
Let's get on track here.
There's a track.
Was there for a track?
Anyways.
I try.
And how is that working for you?
Not very well.
We love you.
Sorry.
We love you, John.
So, last week,
John.
honestly, it
What's
was
John?
just a fairly tame and actually decent session.
I'm not talking this time.
Well, luckily you don't have to, Matt.
Yay! We don't get an hour and a half monologue of Guild doing social things.
It was 3
Thank
hours.
God.
I know.
I'm sorry I
hours.
was sick.
There was
3
entertaining to watch.
hours?
Yes, it was
Mhm.
3 hours.
I had a lot of conversation.
3 hours
Yup.
of him doing just nonchalant shit.
Pretty much.
Fuck was the name of
Hey,
that
in my
chemical again?
defense, I got some good fucking information at some points.
Facts.
Yeah, but bro, 3 hours?
Hey, listen, man. Someone had.
Matt can talk for longer.
Yeah, I can.
He
I
can.
like the sound of my own voice.
He really
God.
can.
Oh god.
It's
Oh,
honestly
you don't
impressive.
you don't professionally work in theater and not love the sound of your own voice.
That scares me now.
Fear me, I'm an actor.
Thanks,
I'm a
Matt.
plague upon society. Fear me, for the Romans deem me the lowest of classes.
Thank you,
always-
Matt, by the way.
You know, I always thought that musicians had a bigger ego than anyone else.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
When
know.
you
My
see
ego's pretty.
theater kids.
I don't know. My
My ego's
ego
pretty-
is pretty big. I'm
my
not gonna
ego-
lie.
My
Listen,
ego's
I would-
okay, but like,
I-
holy fuck, theater kids or something else.
Hey, listen here. I don't have a big ego. I just know I'm better.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody who finally understands.
Whether it's sucking. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
All right.
All right, so yeah, we talked a lot.
Yeah, you guys talked to a lot of very important people as the ball of the Festival of the Lost commenced. Everybody had a pretty decent time, except for Zorlov, who was throwing his guts up.
Absolutely.
So,
Fuck you, Germany.
pretty much it was just a Matt conversating with Anethil and a lot of very important people.
And I finally got a date.
Yes, Dave finally got a date with a noble of a vampire house, Underdark.
The elves
God, I had a
played
girlfriend.
matchmaker.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
John and Ada decided to hook up for that evening. Usk took Palela, and Draven,
Second time I went to a dance with her.
of course, decided to be the dad and play as one of the guards
He was our chaperone.
for the ball. Yes.
I
He's
honestly
signed
couldn't
all of
see
our
Draven
permission
doing
slips.
Anything else?
He was honestly the least feared chaperone there.
Well, yes,
Really?
because he's such an approachable guy.
I mean,
And
look
then
at that
some more
jawline.
Gianna.
Exactly. Just look at his jawline. You just can't.
Look at that jawline.
I mean, mess with his children, he'll still fuck you up, so.
Oh yeah, mess with his party, he'll fucking rip you to shreds. But
Which should be notes to Jean and Usk.
I have been nothing but a gentleman to Kalela.
Mainly to John.
What?
Who's arguably been nothing but a gentleman to his date as well.
Yeah, I know. I just like messing with them.
Allowed us.
so with the ball finally over, we're gonna pick up tonight's session after the ball, of course. Pretty much everybody just comes back from the ball. Immediately just goes to sleep because it was a long night. And so, the party, along with the Imperials, wake up the next morning and have gathered around the tavern table, having breakfast and casually talking amongst each other, till Anethil finally reaches into her bag and pulls out the world map again. Now, the question arises once more of what is your plans?
Aren't we going to stick around for the rest of the festival?
Oh yeah, but we should probably have plans immediately after the festival, so we know where we're going.
Do
Well,
we want to go do training, or do we want to try and find out where Drac is?
I think currently, given the situation that Drac is in, I don't think in our current abilities we would be able to be any benefit to him and end up either putting him in graver danger or ourselves in even gruesome danger. We could either finish our world circle and then go do training, because I know some of us spoke interest of getting some upgrades from Father Dur,
Yes.
and then we can
yeah,
go
that would be
get trained.
nice.
or we can immediately go train and see if we can get the upgrades we want in Faris.
Well, I agree.
But I think right now we need to put finding Drac on the back burner. Given,
Either way,
and I will explain what I learned about the creepy motherfuckers last night.
The Forsaken.
Yeah, the Forsaken, that's what they're called. The Forsaken are a very formidable group whom have an uncanny ability to not be known who their members are. We
That
legitimately,
reminds me.
we walk onto that continent and we will legitimately have no idea who is friend and who is foe.
That reminds me. Did I ever find a member of the Serpent Syndicate?
Not here.
Okay.
I would also like to add, we can't really go rescuing Drac without really being stronger. Either way.
Yes.
I think Reese would be our better bet for equipment upgrades. As
Also
far as
convenient.
magic-wise.
That's true. Well, it's a very half a dozen here, half a dozen the other. The master craftsmen dwarves who know their skills like it's the goddamn, it's them. Or Faris who are very good in their skills, but we're not sure about quality.
Well, that's why I'm saying for magic.
Dwarves have magic.
I know dwarves have magic, but
They just don't like using it.
to my knowledge, Faris is the leading in magic other than Baroque.
Yes.
Faris Faris also has the greatest output of magical items in the entire world.
In that case, do we want to just immediately backtrack from Winter Hollow over to Faris? Go over the Baroque School of Magic. Maybe pop in, say hello to all those about inside, and then make our way directly over to Faris.
Well,
And go take out his cartography tools and make a big old line from Winter Hollow to Faris. Because if I I love the roadmap dashes. Because if we really have no reason not to go immediately to Faris then and begin the training.
That seems like the most convenient thing to do, because
Whoever just drew that line, that's Aldic.
Yeah, that's the wrong place, whoever drew
Oh,
that line.
pretty dirt.
Faris is the next island.
Shush.
the DM.
I was gonna give benefit of the doubt. I think it was Brady or
I thought it was Jomini.
I was thinking it was John or Brady or Dave. No, it was Josh.
My guy.
I'm not even currently tabbed into Roll20.
Fair enough. I think
I-
then our best bet is to immediately backtrack from here to Faris.
Well, yeah, it's the most convenient route. I mean, we can get trained and also fucking leisure and or business for more magical items or whatever. we
Because
want.
if we're going to move up in our abilities, the opportunity we have going forward is our best bet. I mean, even Master Glickman, I believe, concurs with that statement.
Not to mention, we have a fucking metric shit ton of money.
Yeah. Well, can we
At
not
some point,
say-
we do have to go back to the Underdark, though.
I kind of look at John and I'm give him a side eye. Don't
Do we
say we
do
are
we not have
fucking
silent table up?
loaded right now in front of these three.
Do we? In front of these three, the Imperials?
I don't want them to know we're just hoarding on a bunch of fucking cash. It seems rude of us.
I mean, to make it us feel better, so are we.
Fair enough.
Would you
See?
like to journey
See?
with us then?
All right.
Well, if you're if you're planning on going after the Forsaken, you did promise us that we'd be going after the next Dark Guild with you. So don't forget that.
That we did.
So you
However-
guys are training with us?
However, if you're looking for training from Faris, then not quite sure if we can follow. Paris is one of those lands of mystery, at least to the three of us.
Well, if you're with us, they should let you in. We're
I
allowed
mean,
in.
that's
we're
that's
invited
a
to trade.
very big if, because we were invited and points to all of us,
Well-
but at bringing them was not part of the original deal. And what if I know about the people whom we are about to go work with? They very much enjoy the deals.
They don't really like surprise.
That's fair.
Well,
We could
do you
ask.
have
We
any
could
way
send a
of getting
letter.
in
We
contact with them? Other than a letter, like direct
I mean, didn't
contact.
who was Typho with last night?
I mean, technically,
One of the professors of Baroque.
yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Typhoon with not
Eiffel
necessarily,
came in with Anna, the teacher that was real chummy with Anathil.
Oh, Professor
my God,
Ferrora.
that's right.
yeah,
Wait,
Ferrora,
what?
who is very obviously, God, I don't want to like spoil anything, but my brain's like, I figured A and B, A and B.
Dude,
Yeah,
my
Matt, we're at
brain,
the same
it just
point
clicked in
right
my
there.
head.
Oh,
It
it
started
just
clicking in my head.
Oh, you guys just figured that out?
I realized that back in the
Dudes.
I
I
realized that back in
realized
the
that
library.
back when I realized
Yeah,
that
hang
back
on.
I've
when
known
we
that
were
since
with Eve.
library.
I realized it back in the library, but
I
it was just
wasn't
like
there for that.
I know.
I
The
remember
library
because
was
we-
basically the little arc where Gil, Edithil, and Rose get to just get lore dumped.
Pretty much, yeah.
And also, speaking about
confirm after session because I don't think I'm correct, but I'll ask after session.
DM me, Jominies. See if I'll tell you if you're correct. Ryan, you were saying something?
yeah, and also and also speaking about magic, Zorlov still needs to go to the fire planes. Just saying.
You mean the plane of fire?
I thought those were the same thing.
Yeah, the fire planes.
Sorry,
Okay.
in my head, the fire planes are planes on fire.
I'll be
Plane of
honest.
fire.
I'll be honest, Orlov. I really don't think that we should worry about your little phoenix friend at the moment, because the plane of fire is one of the most primal planes, and it's very dangerous.
Look at it this way. At least we don't have to go to the plane of water. That's legitimately just an ocean. Dude, I'll drown.
Oh, I apologize.
It's all good. No need to apologize.
Oh, God, I can't find that note.
Zorlov just kind of shrinks back down in his seat.
Either way, Paris is home of some of the strongest casters, excluding Baroque and Noctis.
Yes. Not to mention, we have invitations to be there, so we're going to go there regardless. But the question at current is if we wanted to do anything before we went there. If anyone had any outlying letters or memos or important documents they needed to deal with, or we had something in the old quest book that we had to deal with before we went there. Because I'm going to put my money on the table here and say once we go into Freeze and begin this, we're not leaving for a good bit.
I'd say that's a pretty fair
Probably-
assumption.
Yeah, pretty fair assumption.
I can't think of anything overly important other than
No,
the
we've
Forsaken.
we really haven't actually had much going on now I think about it. We kind of went right from the Wild Hunt to here, and when we were here, we were kind of just guests of Master Glickman, and we just kind of bombed around his little continent, his little island.
For a solid month and a half, almost 2 months.
It was a nice break.
Either way, I think we're stagnating from that.
Well, to break the stagnation, as you guys are having this conversation, the doors of the inn open up, and through the doors is a human. Looks to be a human male, dressed in adventuring gear, just basic leather armor, a sword strapped to his side. But you notice that he has a big backpack and a satchel on his side, and having a large brimmed hat with a feather on it. He walks up to the bar, and he talks with the bartender a little bit, and then you guys glance over at this gentleman, and the bartender points directly at you guys.
Uh-oh.
The gentleman comes up,
Oh, we're fucked.
and he raises his hand, and he says, pardon me, you all are the dream catchers, correct?
No.
Not all of us, but yeah.
Yeah, we are dream catchers and help go like Jean Zorloff the Rose. Those lovely individuals over there are the Imperials, but anything you have to say to us is equal to them.
Ah, well, I'm not entirely sure if this would pertain to the Imperials, as it is addressed directly to the Dreamcatchers, and he hands you a letter.
Oh, charmed. And Gil will take it.
Well, toodaloo then. Good day.
I give the man a gold piece.
Oh, much kind, sir. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Courier?
Absolutely, it was a carrier.
Yeah, that was a carrier. And he just...
I've been looking for you.
And he
Guess
just...
that's not supposed
Yeah,
to
I
go.
was surprised he didn't do that.
So, Gil, you take the letter, and on the front of it, it's addressed in very elegant handwriting, the Dreamcatchers. And if you all pay attention to images, you turn it around, and there is a wax seal with this logo on it.
Me cat. Ooh. Oh shit.
No.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Knowledge? What knowledge would I be to recognize the symbol? History?
Nobility?
Probably
Oh,
nobility.
Is this a... Wait.
Um,
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Jomini figured it out.
It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute.
I guess Rose doesn't.
Gil and Anthony probably know.
Yeah, Gil and Anathil are able to determine this is the insignia of the Wingright Corporation.
Yep.
Oh my. Gil will reach into his bag and pull out
Wait,
like a little letter
corporation?
opener and open the
Wow.
letter.
Do the Imperials recognize it?
See,
Gil will flat out say this is a letter from the Wingright Corporation.
wow, shockingly, none of them recognized it. Anyway,
So Gil pulls out like a fancy this letter opener is like made of like gilded in gold and made with like coral reef or something. Like it's some bougie ass shit you've never seen Gil use.
Really embracing the nobility, aren't you there, Gil?
Listen, I like it.
did I write this in my phone? I think I wrote this in my phone. Hold on.
But you can't argue with me. It's a nice letter opener.
You
Can
know
I
what
have
else is a nice letter opener? A big ass sword.
Not how that works.
Can I have it?
No, it's my letter opener.
All right, so Gil opens up the letter and he takes it out. It's folded very nicely, and on it is about a long paragraph of writing that reads out as the following: To the Dreamcatchers, to my greater knowledge and word of mouth of my fellow comrades, it has come to my attention that there is a lot more to this world that meets the eyes of the Wanderers as of now. So, to clear up the fog and to make sure that everything is well known to what are the Guardians of the World, I would like to formally request your presence at the tables in Algaroth.
Oh shit. Guess we're going to Algaroth.
This is simply just the formal meetings and spread of information, so that way information does not get lost due to word of mouth. I would like you all to be here within the middle of this month of this new year to discuss everything in my office of Genshin and Wingrights.
So she wants us to go to the Underdark.
No, Algaroth.
Algaroth.
No, the bar.
Oh, in Algaroth. Oh, okay.
With much regards and safe travels, Alicia Wingright.
So she wants to
Wandering
live by the
Hope.
middle of the new year?
No, by like the middle of the month.
Okay.
So,
So,
about 2 weeks.
yeah, because we're not technically in the new year yet.
Correct. This is
How long?
technically it's the 26th.
Yeah. How many days would it take air travel wise to get from Winter Hollow to Algaroth?
Well, to get to Winter Hollow to Faris will be a week.
Okay. So probably about a week and a half.
However, you will have to stop at Varrock to restock, refuel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at 8 days from Winter Hollow to Faris, and another 4 days from Faris to Algaroth. So in total, 14 days.
Which is probably so 2 weeks, give or take.
Sorry about that.
Meaning that we should probably immediately, as soon as we're done here, go from Winter Hall to Algaroth. Given the time frame we were allotted.
Yeah.
It would probably be best to go from here to straight to Algaroth, wasn't it? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The Faris invitation will have to wait. This seems to be a bit more of a pressing matter. But don't worry, Draven. When we do plan on infiltrating the what's the name of the island that Sipel is on? Is there like a name for it, or
No, there's no name.
when we do initially plan on going towards Sipel and hunting down the Forsakens, we will definitely write to you all and arrange a meeting time.
Not a problem.
I've still not yet received the list to my regardless. But I guess this now changes our plans.
I guess.
As if it was a messenger from God, basically. Well, for right now, we enjoy the rest of the festival. We'll probably see actually Miss Alicia here. Now I think about it. But no business during pleasure. If you would call this pleasure. I guess it depends what day it is.
Was it no pleasure?
Well, the Festival of the Lost is like happy, joyous for a majority of the days, and then really sad in the latter because it's the remembrance part of the festival. It's like the celebration of the new year coming, but a remembrance towards the end of those who were lost. It's like a happy and sad thing.
I don't get it.
Well,
Yeah, no.
while you folks are making your way to Algaroth and dealing with all that, we are probably going to be heading in the opposite direction.
Back the way you came.
Yeah, it turns out that there's a couple more things that we can do in Father Dur, so...
Okay.
And plus, we've been hearing about all these rumors that have been going on.
Oh?
I kind of want to look into it.
Rumors.
Kaleila's going to speak up and say, the rumors of all of these strange monsters appearing out of nowhere.
What do you mean?
There has been rumors floating around that these weird creatures keep appearing out of nowhere in the middle of civilian settlements, attacking people.
What kind of monsters?
It's just word of mouth. There hasn't been any actual descriptions of them.
Well,
People
If you
claiming
need us,
to be attacked
let
by
us know.
monsters, but no one has a description of them.
What the
What
hell?
the heck? What was that?
Who's steaming something?
Dominic?
Jim John, are you
Uh,
steaming your room?
Did you just
No,
drop your
no.
mixtape? What the fuck was that?
I didn't expect to hear any Tenacious D on the mic.
It was a tire that
Are
was
you
being
doing?
deflated.
Are you ironing? What?
No, they're changing a tire in the living room.
In the living
Uh,
room.
What a great
Yeah.
place for it.
I know. Right?
Motor
So-
Mechanic
King?
house. Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
while you guys are taking care of your meeting in Algaroth, we'll head back out west and investigate these rumors.
But Raven, if you don't mind, do keep us informed on what you find.
Hang on. Why are we going east? It's closer to go west to get to Algaroth.
Is it?
No,
I feel like it's pretty
Barely.
equal distance.
it's equal
Barely.
distance.
I just measured it.
Yeah, this doesn't accurately represent anything, Jim Job.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Besides, it'd probably take longer because you have to make more stops going.
It effectively would be equidistant because if you were to wrap this in a globe, Algaroth is up
It's smack dab in
basically
the
the other side of the world from where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll keep in touch. We'll write to you.
Appreciate it.
We'll let you know what's going on.
Well, don't let the owlbears bite.
You will be safe, all right.
Oh, we're not singing them off, everybody.
Yep, not yet. We're gonna stick by for the lantern rite, and then we'll probably head out first day of the new year.
Yeah,
What
that's
day of the
probably-
week is it, by the way?
It is the 26th.
Like,
Day
is
of
that a
the-
Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday?
Fuck if I know.
Dave,
Fuck
look
if
at your
you know.
calendar.
Sure. Let me pull up my calendar of the current natural Gregorian cycle and click all the way back to the 181st era of the 181st year of the third era.
Yeah, well, you do that. Let's say it's Tuesday.
Dave.
No,
That
that's
was
just how
really-
shitty my calendar system is for those
That
worlds.
was so
I
funny.
am purely being sarcastic when I say that.
I know.
That was hilarious, though.
No, my calendar system is pretty bad.
So I do enjoy myself this good Tuesday.
Sure, fuck it. Let's say it's Tuesday.
What the fuck are y'all talking about? I thought it was Wednesday.
Obviously, someone needs to get the chronometer checked.
You need to spend
Well-
less time at the toilet.
Whether it's a Monday, a Tuesday, or whatever day you want to call it. You said it's
Yes.
the 26th already?
Yeah?
Yes.
Time really does fly, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, we did spend quite a bit of time having fun.
Quite.
We're just having too much.
I was saying, look at all them fancy people.
Come to think of it, my birthday is in 3 days.
Oh, well,
Wait,
happy
your
early
birthday-
birthday.
Your birthday's the 29th.
That's correct.
I like looking at it, Phil, and like give her the eye of we need to do something.
She gives you a smile. Alright, so you guys have several days in town now. Two of which are going to be downtime. Then, of course, you guys are going to have Rose's birthday.
Woo!
Whoa.
Then afterwards, you will have 2 more days of downtime. So you guys have 4 days of downtime, and Rose's birthday on the final.
Are there? And I assume every evening there's some event for the festival or something.
Yeah.
pardon me. What to do during the day?
I'm going to spend whatever time I can with Edmund, if he'd allow it.
Wait, how much time are you spending here before we go?
4 days.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking spend all that shit with Ada if she'll allow it.
Gil and Ethel, I want to say, are going to spend those 2 days pre-party, building a birthday extravaganza bonanza.
Yeah.
Oh, and every night I kindly ask Tyfeld if I can have some time.
Damn. He really tried.
Mostly for conversation. He just wants to have a conversation without being pried upon.
Of course he does.
Fair enough. Rolling
I'm
for
gonna see
rolling,
if Kalela will help me find a gift for Rose.
rolling for assholery. Okay.
I mean, we're talking about Typhel here. That's a pretty high level of natural assholery.
Wait, so he's
No, he's giving you the time.
He like turns off his vision, like wipes a single tear. They grow up so fast.
Oh. Wait. What?
Use your words, Jim Jom.
Asking DM. Dum, dum.
All right, Draven. He's probably going to spend most of his time preparing for the trip. Right.
Find your image of Edmund.
I'm working on it. There he is. All right. Last but not least, Ryan. What are you doing for 4 days?
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot. I. Oh boy. All right. Okay. So. All right. So all right. So for the first day. Okay. So. Josh, I wanted to ask you. Hmm. Okay, you know how Zorlov is a scribe? I actually kind of wonder if like for Anathol's birthday,
Or
he
Rose's
could
birthday, not Anathel's. Rose.
Rose's birthday. Thank you. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained. That he could All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and DM you the question I have.
Okay.
All right, 1 second.
This was like one of those events where I like always think about the fact I never give characters birthday, and now I'm like, I'm gonna give him a birthday.
I've started doing it, especially since I've been playing a lot of like younger-ish characters.
Yeah, I know
Keep track
Anathel's.
of.
I know Anathel's birthday. Her birthday's not until like April.
And in
Don't
one,
ask me
I'm
for John's.
playing a. Oh, no, not really.
Wait, did I
important.
write John's?
Oh.
All right, so pretty much we can go ahead and fast forward through all of this,
Yeah.
depending on what
Yeah.
Ryan sends me. But
How much?
Like months.
Okay, let's see here. Do, is it, oh, yeah. You know what's funny is that was going to be my second, option. Is there a jewelry store, anywhere?
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Okay. In that case, let's see. How much gold or platinum or whatever do I have? If my page ever shows up. Let's see. Okay, yeah. One second.
All right. So, everybody goes about doing their own things.
That's fine, by the way.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So, Anethil and Gil spend most of their time for the first couple of days, like setting up the rooms for Rose's birthday and such, while Rose is out with her new friend, quote friend. Jean and Ada spend a lot of nice couple time together. But she does actually question Jean about a couple things, but none of you are there to witness it, so
I got a
It-
question.
doesn't exactly pertain to anybody else. Us and Kalela spend a lot of time together, just wandering about and doing what those two do best, judging other people from afar.
Basically,
Alright, Zorloff goes out shopping, and Draven takes his time with preparing for the journey back through the realm of Zephyria, to the kingdoms of Zephyria, or Photozol, and then Zephyria, and eventually back into the Myral Kingdom. On the third day, everybody gets together and celebrates Rose's birthday. Everybody can give Rose like a little like niche present, unless if you want to go all out and attempt to find a noteworthy gift.
I've been thinking about this as the birthday was mentioned.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have like a little idea.
I have a question.
Sure.
We're in Winter Hollow. Do they have any
A gift store.
not a gift store, specifically either whether it be a, I know it's not common, a gun store or like a gun part store?
In Winter Hollow?
Yeah, I know.
The I mean, there's a lot of hunting, so
I can imagine. Yeah, they
That's
probably would.
there's a heavy wing right influence in this
Yeah,
place.
there's
too.
a heavy wing right influence here,
Would I be
probably.
Will I be able to find a one of those revolver kits again?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna and before the birth, we have like what 4 days before the birthday or
2 days.
2 days.
oh fuck, would I have time to make a revolver in 2 days?
Yeah, probably.
If you're spending time with Ada, probably not.
You could spend time with Ada making the revolver.
I'll ask her.
If she's interested,
Yeah.
rolling for interest.
you ever want to learn how to make a gun?
Yeah, she probably would say, yeah, sure.
Wow.
Sick.
damn,
Sick. Well,
you got
we're
lucky.
We're building a self-defense revolver for a little girl.
You're building a small child a gun. Oh
Yep.
God.
That's never
giving-
gonna.
I'm
That's
giving a
never
gun
gonna
to a
end well.
child.
She is going to be 17, mind you.
True.
I'm giving a gun to a child.
True. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Ada would agree with this, and then she, as long as you agree that this present will be from both. Whoa, my stream just glitched out. That was weird. If this gift will be from both you and her.
That is completely fine. That's after all, she is helping.
All right, Brady,
Yes.
what are you getting Rose for her
I
birthday?
am currently looking for something at the moment.
I'm just gonna flavor an idea and see if Just says yes.
Okay, fair enough. Right. Ryan, Zorloff went out and got Rose a nice little, like a decorative necklace. No special properties or like magical influence at all. It's just a nice little, little piece of jewelry for a growing young lady.
Yeah,
Who was
that's
that from
fine.
again?
Zorloff.
Roloff, okay.
Matt, what are you thinking?
So Gil, being Gil, is going to, puka shells.
Hookah shells?
Puka shells.
Puka
Like,
shells.
The shells the surfers wear.
yeah.
Hookah shells.
PU.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to do like a wristband, intermittent with some like sea stones. Because Gil probably just has a bunch of random like this shit's from the ocean in his bag.
You could probably take some time to go down to the actual ocean and
Oh,
pick
that's
some
right. We're
shells.
like near the coastline. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Gil will totally make like a wristband or something out of like puka shell and other small minerals he finds here.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You get a puka shell wristband, and Gil will explain to you that there's significance to the chain is there's a shell or a stone for every year you've been around. And then, because when elves get really old, it's gonna get ridiculous. But you're young, so he can use bigger material. Because Gil will then pull one out of his bag that's like 80 puka shells long.
Jesus.
Gosh, I'm gonna spend the whole platinum on
It's like
the
prayer
revolver kit.
beads.
The whole platinum?
The whole platinum on the revolver kit.
Damn. Okay.
I'm going to ask Anaphil
Just so I can have an excuse to make it fancy looking.
if I can grab one of the standard dire bear pelts out of her bag.
Yeah. Are you going in town to go shopping?
Oh yeah.
Okay. In that case then, Anathol's gonna tag along.
Gil's just working on the old
The shells.
necklace.
Yeah. So Usk, you and Anathil go into town. She of course hands you the dire bear pelts. And you head off to the tanner. What is it that you request?
A cloak similar to mine dyed red.
Ooh, okay. All right. So Dave, you got a nice dire bear pelt cloak now. That's dyed red. And Usk, while you are out shopping, Anathil actually stops by a jeweler. And she walks up to him and asks specifically for the biggest piece of emerald that he has.
Okay.
And he doesn't ask really all that much questions, but he does come back out with a small box that has a rather large emerald in it. I would probably say, I don't know really what I can use as a reference here. Looking around my office right now, I don't have a lot of things that are round.
Do you have a stress? Do you have a
Is it
stress
a
ball?
jewelry emerald?
No, it's like an actual emerald. I would probably say it's a square emerald, maybe 4 inches in length.
So about the size of a fist.
Oh, that is a little bit too big. Half that, about 2 inches. It's a somewhat decent sized emerald. And of course, she forks over the platinum for it and walks out.
So an emerald about the size of a pocket watch.
Yeah, let's go with that. That makes sense.
Okay. I'm not going to question it.
Fair enough.
It's
And then-
Anethil. She's trustworthy.
And then, of course, she goes off to another shop and gets her actual present to Rose, which is going to be a new pair of hair clippings, because Rose wears her hair in twintails. And finally, from your boyfriend, Dave,
And
Ooh.
he grants you a sending stone.
You got a Rocky talking directly to your boyfriend.
We're gonna have to like kick that away from her, being like, listen, we're on the road, you can't be talking to him all the time. We're moving time zones, he isn't.
Oh no, Usk is definitely making sure she keeps that.
So now, Dave, you can keep in touch with him while you're out on the road.
cool.
Unfortunately, the day after your birthday, he must return to the Underdark. With a heartfelt goodbye, he wishes everybody safe travels, and Edmund returns to the Underdark.
And now that the party shenanigans are over, Gil is now going to plan our trip to Algroth.
Anethil would be assisting.
So the pistol that John makes me, I'm going to assume that it's a basic standard flintlock, right?
No.
No,
It's the revolver.
yeah, it would be a
I-
revolver.
And
Hey.
I spent the whole platinum on it, so here it goes. It's a revolver with it's a dark steel revolver with a slight iridescent coloration to it when seen at different angles. On the grip, on each side, there's like a black onyx grip plate. You know how some of them have wood on like a little
Mhm.
slab on top of the metal.
Yeah.
But it's onyx, like a little onyx piece. And on that onyx, carved into it, is the outlines of a rose, and that is filled in with gold. So it's black and like the golden outlines of a rose. And off the pedal, off one of the top pedals, it just goes up and follows all the way down the barrel of the gun. It's like a mid. It's not a snub nose, but it's not as long as my revolver.
Mm-hmm.
It's just somewhere in between.
Right. Okay.
So it's like black and gold almost.
Nice.
This is for me and
Nice.
Ada.
Obviously, I would thank everyone very graciously for what they have given me.
Oh, you're much obliged.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Then you
Figured
indulge
it'd
in a
help you keep warm.
and then everybody indulges in the table of sweets.
Yep.
I wonder who.
I have a thought in my head of like it's like literally what two adults kind of think like a teenager wants for their birthday party, but it's much more darker tones because we assume Rose is edgy. But we does a sweet table because who's gonna say no to a sweet table?
That was Anethil's idea because Anethil has a sweet tooth.
Yeah, I believe it.
So does Rose.
Zorlov is all for it. We love sweets.
It's like a Hello Kitty party, but it's goth.
Usk doesn't partake much in the sweets.
All right,
So
go ahead, Matt.
no, I'm just So I'm curious, like, what the evening festivities have been so far.
It's mostly just like vendors and small like carnival games. It's a
Okay,
festival,
so
of course.
it's kind of like the
Think
Lumina.
of like while the Lumina Festival is more of like a fair, for example. I figure that the Festival of the Lost, especially with the Lantern Rite, is more or less like a traditional like Japanese festival
Oh, okay, I get you.
with all the different stands and food varieties and everything.
Like one night there's fireworks, another night's this.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Okay.
sounds like Jean and Oscar taking the girls out to these.
Yeah, you gotta give them in the traditional winter hollow, like kimono.
Stop.
It's like a gi of some kind.
It would probably be a gi, given where we are.
Yeah, most likely a gi.
Oh, most definitely, probably a gi.
But you guys have another free day to spend time with everyone. Basically to just mosey around, do whatever the fuck you want. And finally, the 31st of the year comes around, where everybody, we could just go ahead and say, dresses up and goes about the town, probably later in the afternoon, and finally indulges themselves in, the closing down prices of all the vendors, trying to get rid of all their stock. I worked at a fair. I know how that is, and it's rough.
Gil is definitely like picking up like essentials.
Right. And, everybody's enjoying some games. I can imagine Usk is sitting there at like that goldfish pond with the little nets. He's trying to catch a goldfish, but he keeps breaking the damn net.
Silently raging
course,
with
because they're made
everyone
of
that
paper.
breaks. And then says fuck it and goes to some strength-based game.
Meanwhile, Jean and Ada are right next to them, and Ada's just like just very swiftly catching every single fish that's in there because she's a Dex character.
I will make an attempt and fail miserably every time.
I can imagine Zorlov trying to catch with his magic. And no, I don't know how that would work. I just think it would be funny.
Actually, Zorlov, what you could be in charge of would be the 30th, the day before. Would be a fireworks show.
Ooh,
And-
that's much better.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds
members of the
fun.
monastery would approach you since you know William, and say, "Hey, you're a guy of fire magic, right? Come with us. We can use your help." And Zorlov would be in the background setting off the fireworks with supervision, of course, by the monastery.
Yeah, of course.
We're like, you're here to do this, but we also just want to make sure you don't blow up our house.
Exactly.
In Zorlov's
Not set off the ending too early.
in Zorlov's mind. Finally, something to fucking do around here.
Besides being a mobile heater.
Hey, Anethil and Gil are loving it.
Hey, that bottom right, that bigger bottom right explosion on this image looks like a piece of bread.
It does look like a piece of bread.
Does.
I think I just
Y'all are making me hungry. Stop it. I haven't had dinner.
So, of course, the 31st consists of the Lantern Rites, where everybody gathers up and at the peak of the mountain, past out behind the monastery, where everybody releases their lanterns, and all having names written on the lanterns. This is where you guys would catch the Imperials, all three of them, holding 2 lanterns.
Oh, because they lost 2 party members, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Gil will definitely have a lantern then also.
Is this are we lighting lanterns for people that have been lost throughout the year, or just total?
It's a festival of remembrance. It can be whoever.
Okay. Because then,
Rose
Rose
has-
would have one for each of her mom and her dad.
So that's a little memory that you guys can share with the Imperials.
Who all is releasing a lantern if it's just Rose and me?
Well, Rose is releasing 2 for her parents. Gil
Right.
is releasing 1 for his dad. And then Draven, Kalela, and Ada are releasing 2 for their lost party members.
I'm releasing one.
So this is a nice little memory that you guys can share together with the Imperials.
Off the lanterns go. Give the ceremony like a look around, see who's about.
There's a bunch of people around, commoners, nobles, all over the realm, and like you can even see the Glickmans as well as
The whole crew.
as William. William is the one who lets go of a lantern as well.
Only one?
I say that boy would probably have like 2 or 3.
Well, he lets go of one, and then his kids let go of a couple as well. Little family moment.
Aww. Is
Now that I
Alicia
think
with
about
them?
it,
Alicia is not.
Oh. It's just Glickman and direct Glickman children.
Right.
now that I think about it, the twins are probably old enough to know Yevez.
Who is?
The twins.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, the twins were around when Yavez was still kicking.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if they ever formally met Yavez, but they
Well-
existed at the same time.
Well, William obviously would be releasing a lantern for Yavez, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But the twins themselves, one of them, I definitely would say would be for Squish.
Yeah.
Squeesh.
Most
I know
definitely.
squeesh.
Well, let's say William will let one of the twins release one for Yavez. William will release one for his master.
Ah, that's a good point. One
'Cause
for the
much as
master. Yeah, one for the master, one for Squish, one for Yavez.
Because much as
Bro.
Yavez was his legitimate dad, you did get father figure.
Yeah. But of course, the lanterns released from the top of the mountain,
It
And-
endures.
float into the night sky. And as they float up, you guys get a nice, beautiful scene with the lanterns and northern lights.
Ooh. That's cool.
Or southern lights in this case. An aurora borealis.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
I mean, it's the fun thing of technically it doesn't really matter where you are on the planet. The lights come. It's just because of positioning to the sun. Because it's all based off of solar flare activity.
I would also like to note
Or
that
in this case, a giant rock god.
Hey, Jervis likes what he wants, man.
I would also note that after the lighting and the releasing of the lantern, Rose would kneel down and say a prayer for the souls of the lost.
Can you guys hear what's happening in my living room?
A little bit.
Oh.
Little bit,
yeah.
Yes, we can.
My bad.
All right. And so the night passes. The beginning of the new year. Sun
Yeah.
rises. Everybody is up bright and early, gathering up all of their gear to finally leave the continent in Winter Hollow resides.
Nice.
It's a very peaceful time we had here. You know, minus the whole Drac getting kidnapped thing.
Yeah.
We do get kidnapped a lot, don't we?
It's
Only
only the
happened
second time
twice.
it's happened.
Listen, if I had a nickel for every time a party member has been kidnapped, I have 2 nickels, which isn't saying a lot, but it's weird. It's happened twice.
For anything else, 2 might be way too little, but I mean, we've been kidnapped twice. That's kind of already a lot for what it is.
Well, only one kidnapping was purely premeditated.
All right,
And it
so
wasn't me.
after having breakfast and gathering up all of your materials, the Dreamcatchers and the Imperials make their way to the airship docks together, each paying for their rides, of course.
Give the Imperials a lovely goodbye and a good send off.
So, in regards to your fares,
Oh yeah, this is gonna be pricey.
so we are stopping at Varuk for fuel, obviously. Are we taking the ship from Varuk to Faris, or are we going straight to Algaroth?
Does it get
Which
us
would
there
be
quicker?
It would probably
it'll
get
be
us there quicker, but wouldn't it be more dangerous?
it would be a little bit more dangerous, yes.
Technically, if we tell the Scarlet Camilla who we are, they won't fuck with us.
I mean, depending on which ship we get, they'll recognize us.
Potentially.
Well, we are planning on accepting their training. We could just go to Faris, pick up some magic items while we're there if we can.
Do a quick little shopping spree.
I
We'll
want to
probably have a little bit of a layover. You're not wrong.
I want to get another enchantment on my sword, but it's a lot of money.
Well, we can figure out financials of the ship. We have time.
All right, let's go to Faris then.
All right, so the fare from Winter Hollow with a layover in Varuk to Faris, this is going to run you 325 gold a person.
All right, I had a feeling it was going to be pricey.
Yeah.
325
Well-
per person.
So, fun fact, I just have 326 gold on me. That leaves me with a single gold piece on my person.
This will be a grand total of 1,950 gold pieces.
You said it was 350. What?
325 a person.
Okay.
How
Do you
much
want to
is
just
total?
party fund that?
Total is 1950.
I can afford mine.
I can afford mine.
I think we all can personally afford our own, but
I mean,
just wanna-
you guys,
do we
you
wanna-
guys honestly can party fund that.
because do we want to party?
That is
fund
what
it
we
and
have
then,
the party fund
Yeah,
for.
do we want to party fund it and then use personal funds for any magic items you're trying to do?
That's the
That-
problem.
yes,
I can't
that.
afford what I want to do.
Well, then you wait.
If you guys party fund it, you will have 22,101 gold pieces remaining. Not to mention the 494 platinum that's in there.
Yeah, like we have money.
Oh my god, wait, we have so much money. What the fuck?
What's the conversion?
Wh- wh-
100.
100 to 1.
Yeah, it's 100 to 1.
So that's
Yeah, we're party funding. So
Yeah.
We're party
22,101.
You guys are party funding that.
I'll change it.
I got it.
So that's
okay.
how much plat do we have?
494
We have
platinum.
494, so we have
Almost 50 grand.
49. Yeah, we have
Oh,
49,400.
Oh, technically with the gold we have
Over
and just
50,000.
You have
Yeah.
71,501 gold.
I also have. Wait, how much?
71,501 in total.
That's just bank. I mean, that's
In the
just
party.
If we
Party
pull
fund.
together, we could theoretically fund a belt of physical might plus 6. It's only 90,000 gold.
or an airship,
I have-
like you guys have been
Or-
talking about.
Yeah, we have money right now.
Jesus Christ.
Us
Yeah.
was just looking for sustainability with an enchantment.
No, that's fair. I mean, how much is your enchantment?
18,000.
Okay.
I feel like this is like an absurdly larger amount of money than we had as the Wanderers.
This was
Rem-
more money than the Wanderers knew what to do with. We're over here to like trying to actively like use this money for shit though. So
We're trying, but
We're being
are we?
smart.
like we are actively trying, Jum.
But are we? Let's
Well,
keep
the
it on
thing
hush
is, if
because I
we-
don't know if there's people watching us in this tavern.
Also, Anethil probably would have also been playing music for the last 2 days that you guys were in Winter Hollow, so I'm going to add that to her totals.
Well, because the other thing, Jim Jum, is that we if we keep saving our plat, we could theoretically buy ourselves something like a large communal magic wondrous item, like a belt of physical perfection +6, or a headband of
Mental superiority.
what Josh said +6, which I think also runs 90.
They're actually
Plus six?
if we make them ourselves, they're
Yeah.
But
half that.
those require a high skill spellcraft check.
Yeah, and none of us are
You
actively
said no,
spell like magic item craft.
Wondrous items.
Yeah, no, I don't
I
do
think
wondrous
Germany
items.
took that.
I can build magic.
He can
arms
do, like,
and
magic
armor.
He can do magic arms with
Ah,
armor. He doesn't have wondrous
okay.
items yet.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that after this. So you guys are at the airship fields. Everybody pays their prices and everything, and you guys stand across from the Imperials. And Draven just like shakes his bag and says, "Well, I guess this will be the last time we see each other for quite some time."
Quite, Draven.
It appears to be so.
I'm gonna do something that surprises the group because I've never seen us do something like this. I'm gonna walk up to Kalela, kiss her hand, and say, "Until next time."
Ooh.
She'll smile at you and she'll actually bring you into a hug.
Oh.
I had fun, us.
Nice. As did I.
Take care of yourself.
I'll try. You know, I'm kind of the meat wall for these idiots.
Don't worry, we're not gonna let you die any day soon.
It's
Not
not
on
your
my
job,
watch.
Gil. It's Orloff's.
You guys are going to watch Ada quickly disappear and then reappear right next to Jean as she gives him a quick peck on the cheek.
Ooh.
Wait, before you go, because I know you're just gonna run away. Here, and I'm gonna from my bag. I'm gonna pull out way back from fucking session something, way early on. A book of tarot and a deck of tarot, and I'm gonna give it to her and say, I read that they only means they're given to someone or with some intention. So I give them to you with the intention that you'll do a reading on me someday. And I hand her the deck of tarot and the book of tarot.
You just gave her tarot cards.
No, Jean learned Terran.
Oh,
No,
tarot.
Tarot.
Oh, tarot cards. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just handing her a book of tarot and a deck of tarot and saying that it's for the intention that I'll have a reading someday from her.
Guess I'll have to pick up a new hobby then.
And then I'll swoop in and kiss her. And then, you know,
Oh. Ooh.
till we see each other again.
Make sure you come
Said
back.
she disappears.
Just make sure that you come back.
No promises. Vision lands on my shoulder.
Pecks your face.
Yeah, he pecks your face as Ada reaches out and like scratches under his chin. You keep an eye out for him as well.
We keep an eye on each other.
Draven's gonna walk up to the rest of the party and like, as big as this guy is, he's just gonna take like the last four of
Bear
you.
hug.
And just big bear hug with Draven.
Oh no, ribs.
How tall is
I wouldn't,
Draven?
I wouldn't be surprised if someone calls him dad.
You all take good
Uncle.
care of each other.
Draven, you got it.
And you all take care of each other as well, until the winds of fate guide our paths together again.
Indeed.
Safe travels, friends.
To you as well.
Thus, everybody boards their ships, begins the long and arduous journeys to their new destinations.
Wait, how far does it go?
So, again, this trip is going to take 8 days to get from Winter Hollow to Reese.
So we're on a boat for 8 days.
Yes, you are on an airship for 8 days.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just mentally prepping myself to see at least some ship from the Scarlet Camilla.
On one of those days, this is so stupid. Is there anyone on the decks just looking over to the ocean or some shit?
I mean, Gil probably is at some point because he enjoys looking at the ocean.
I'm gonna like hide somewhere on the deck while watching you watch the ocean.
Gil's
And-
probably like actively like charting the course on his map.
Stealth versus perception.
It only goes so well.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, Gil has no idea that he's being
He
watched.
is actively like charting their course because he's like, it's what he does.
You miss playing monks yet, Matt?
I miss playing a character where perception is a class ability. I have a plus 14 in perception. That was a 3. I like to point out.
I'm
Like
gonna-
Jim Chum rolled my modifier on his stealth.
Yeah,
If I rolled his roll, I would beat him by 1.
So John, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast. So the range on Ghost Sound is 25 feet
Quite
plus
far.
5 feet every 2 levels, and I'm level 8. Oh wait, no, I'm level.
You're
level
caster level.
8.
We're still
Well,
in caster
yeah.
level, right?
Yeah, it goes off of caster level.
Yes, level. So yeah, it's different for you.
So that's 35 feet. How wide is the deck of the ship? Like, how wide is the ship?
It's pretty low. It's
Oh, that mental spell resistance.
maybe 35 feet.
So
It's a
I'm gonna
passenger
get-
ship.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get close enough to where I can cast Ghost Sound like 5 to 10 feet ahead, like away from the ship, so that like Gil can hear something away from the ship. And I'm just gonna cast something, a voice that says, Osiris.
Yeah, Gil's gonna immediately like look up from his sextant and like it's like hold out his spyglass and be like, "Did someone just say Hail Cyrus?" And like Gil's immediately gonna like look around, spin around, see like no one's near him, be like,
The
I'm gonna
fuck?
cast it. I'm gonna cast it again and go and a little louder. And this time you hear, Peril Xyrus. Is it Xyrus or Xyrus?
"It's Cyrus." You are saying correctly, Priel Cyrus. Wonky
Oh,
elf
but
name
don't
speaks
forget,
for him.
you can also make that any sound you want. So, like,
His father's voice.
That's
his
fine.
father's
I'm-
voice.
that's-
You
um,
bastards!
That's too
Lit-
fucked up.
Literally any creepy bastard that we've come across
Hold on.
thus far. You can make up a sound yourself. The thing that we killed.
That was very breathy.
Very breathy.
Hello? Do you need an inhaler?
Why did you leave me?
Gil's immediately
Bruh.
gonna get like the color's gonna drain from his face.
Why did you let me die?
Oh my god.
Okay,
No.
wow.
Well, I need to know what Jabadi says next now. After why did you leave me?
This is all your fault.
Marvella?
This is all your fault.
Marvella?
And there's like more voices, and it just becomes like noise.
Just a
And-
cacophony of voices blaming Gil.
I tried to return!
And then I tap you on the shoulder.
Gil's like actively petting, like yelling the name Marvella, which to all of you has no meaning.
I tap you on the shoulder a few times.
Gil immediately spins around, like readying Anguish. Like grabs Anguish off his back and spins around, and you have like trident prongs in your neck, like at your neck.
I have like
And
my
that's
hand
when the
between
sound
the.
just stops.
I have it stops, and I have my hands between the like. My fingertip
The
is bleeding because I
prongs.
have my fingertip holding against the prong, one of the prongs.
You're using your metal hands, so you're
Oh, yeah.
I would like to I would like to sense motive like Jim Drum's here. See if it was him.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Fuck you.
You instantly figure out, oh, you bitch.
I was.
I'm gonna like
kick.
pull him in close. If you tell anyone about this, I'm going to make sure you are down there, becoming a lovely, lovely chum with the sharks.
I mean, okay.
Not my best.
Can you take? Oh, do I have to roll something for that?
I don't know.
Sense
It would be
motive?
a sense motive.
I mean, I'm pretty intimidated as it is.
You could also choose to fail it.
I failed it. Yeah.
Okay. fair
Gil's
enough.
gonna point the trident away. Now, if you excuse me, Gil's just gonna walk away, and you totally heard the name he was yelling, by the way, but you have no idea what it meant.
I'm gonna once again go sound a whisper, but really close to your ear this time. So who's my
Kill that bitch
fella? I run
You-
away.
now.
I run away.
John, if you appreciate that Gil is chasing you with anguish, legitimately throne, return, throne, return, throne, return.
Hit.
Like he's missing, but that trident just keeps coming right back like a goddamn Minecraft one.
I like to imagine that Usk walks between this and just catches Anguish for a second.
Holds out hand, return.
What'd I do?
Nothing, not your fault. Chasing John, he's being a prick.
Fair.
Kill him.
In honor of Drax. Holy fuck! There's a big tall man standing at my door. Oh god.
What?
That's what I get. That's what I get.
In honor of Drac, there's a big tall man standing at your door.
All right. So what's everybody else doing on the ship?
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna Tom and Jerry my way through this.
Just still prepping to see the Scarlet Camilla.
Could Thorloff see what all that ruckus is?
This is just flavor.
Oh, sorry.
How many days is this journey?
8.
Zorloff,
Okay.
make scrolls.
Excuse me?
Big scrolls.
Make scrolls.
Oh, make scrolls. I thought you said make scrolls.
Mixed rolls.
Yeah. I'm hungry, alright? But then again, when am I never not hungry? Oh, side note, I side note, I broke 110 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nice.
Yay! Now I just have to hope I
Going
don't get
up
up
or
to
down?
200. Wait, what?
Going up or down?
Up.
Okay.
Good.
You're getting up to a healthy weight.
Yeah, I was, believe it or not, I was like 90, believe it or not, I was like 90 pounds before all this.
Shit.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I was,
Well, hey, you're getting there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I only really hope I don't get so overweight that I need liposuction.
Oh,
Nah.
actually,
No. Given the fact that's how your metabolism works now, it ain't gonna fucking happen.
Slow down. Trust me, it'll slow down.
Thanks,
Speaking
guys.
from experience there.
Jim Joe,
Oh yeah, I'm already
Yeah.
30.
you said you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say I'm gonna continue working on my personal pet project, the pistol.
Fair enough. Dave, what are you doing?
Part of the day, I'm going to be making potions. The other part of the day, something that no one's actually really seen Rose do. You're probably gonna be out. I would want to say on the deck, but also trying not to be in the way of people. Drawing.
Okay. Fair enough. Brady,
Yes.
you're just meandering around.
Yep. Just
All right.
mentally prepping for the Camilla.
Fair enough. Anathil, in the meantime, she is actually very rarely going to be leaving her room.
Interesting.
Like the entire journey.
At some point, like
Ah.
Yeah,
Gil
at
will
some point I'd
probably,
check on her.
like, we're all gonna be like, "Hey, you good?"
No, she doesn't stay in there
Oh, okay.
like the entire journey. No, she is just there a decent portion of the time.
Oh, I was wondering why my ears were hurting. I still have my fucking pencils in my beanie.
But I mean, you guys could check on her if you want to.
Oh, most definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Gil would occasionally probably check in on her just because that's what he does.
So you guys walk up to the girls' room and knock on the door, and of course Anathil answers the door. Roll me a perception check.
All of us?
Just the
The
two that are
group?
there.
Oh.
Gil and us.
God, my rolls are low today. Like, I think the highest other than the 20 has been a 10.
Okay. So
She's not hiding jack shit from
no,
us.
she's not hiding jack shit. You guys open the door, and you guys can definitely see that she's a little tired. Like, she looks like she hasn't slept in like a week. Like, dark circles are starting to form under her eyes and such. She opens the door with a smile and she says, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Nothing much. Just want to see how you are. You've barely enjoyed these lovely, sunny things.
"Oh, I've just been working on some stuff." And she like moves out of the way a little bit and points towards the desk that is stacked with like papers and has a ink and quill there.
Writing a concerto. I see.
"Well, I've been writing."
Well, you need sleep.
"Well, yeah, I know." "You know, I've been trying."
Do something
Anything?
to entertain your mind other than working on your music. Fresh eyes could help.
"Oh, no, I don't have a problem with my music at all. Just felt like writing, that's all."
Well, either way.
Any particular thing you're working on that we can help?
"Not really?" But don't worry about it. It's nothing.
So
Alright.
we're gonna worry about it.
Not like in a weird pedantic way, just because you need, and he's gonna like poke like her forehead. You need to sleep because if you don't sleep, then you're gonna go crazy, and we all know what happens when we go crazy. You end up like Zoloff.
Yeah, yeah, he makes a good point there.
That's such a jump.
Zorla will sneeze.
He sneezes a little bit.
And you don't want to end up like him, do you?
Guys, I'm getting enough sleep. Don't worry.
Clearly, from those bags under your eyes, you're not.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I also have to look over the dream world while I'm...
And she does make it. Are we able to help you with that in any way or no?
I
Husk,
mean,
one day you randomly get a bull strength potion.
Okay.
it's kind of difficult to do so.
That's fair.
Either way, if you need our help, you know we will.
Guys, I'm fine. Don't worry.
See, when you say "don't worry," guess what that does?
It just makes us worry more.
Just makes us worry.
Roll me a sense motive then.
I'm not good at these.
I'm gonna force you to
I'm
make
not-
a sense motive because there is something wrong.
I bet say I'm not much better, but I'm hoping Anther rolls a low bluff, which is asking for a miracle. That was a fucking 2. Josh rolled a 2. I couldn't beat that with a 20.
Am I
Bards.
there in the room at this time, or is she alone in the room?
She's
at this
alone.
Time?
Yeah,
Okay.
neither me or Brady could have beaten that.
But yeah, she sounds pretty confident in herself.
All right.
You say so.
But once again, if anything goes awry, let us know.
Believe me, us will be the first one to take the front lines.
Fair enough.
It's my job.
All right. Be well. Get some sleep. And go pat like Us's shoulder and walk and start to walk off.
Great.
We have no indication that there is something actually wrong, so
Yeah.
no reason to think that there is.
But
Oh, Usk is always skeptical.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm skeptical, but I also trust Anethil more than I trust most of the other party members. So
Usk has never once lied to
Fair.
the group.
no, not like a trust as in lie, but like trust as in like I expect her to be taking better care of herself than I expect the rest of you taking care of yourself.
she's doing her best.
Zorla will sneeze.
Example A.
Fuck off.
All right, so eventually you guys make your way back to the Baroque School of Magic, where you guys restock on fuel and replenish supplies to make the rest of the journey to eventually Faris. Meanwhile, you guys have pretty much just a day to hang out in Varukht. So, if there's anything that you want to do here at the school,
What was her name?
speak your piece.
What was her name?
I don't know.
Can I sell potions?
Yeah, probably gladly take potions.
Oh,
to school.
absolutely. There's plenty of like alchemists and stuff here. Yeah, you could definitely sell your potions here.
The professor that was at the ball. I forgot her name.
Aurora.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Aurora,
I'm gonna try and find her.
What are you planning on telling her or talking to her about?
Why?
Because
There's a
if
couple
you-
things I want to talk to her about. One of them being Anethil.
Okay. Just don't mention anything about her potentially being one of the 9. She may shut down on you completely.
Or kill you flat out.
That too.
I mean, the thing is, we've made those connections, but I don't know if our characters. Like, Gil has a thought, but he doesn't.
She has. You guys would at least have an inkling of what's
Like,
going on. Like
yeah, Gil
there's
has, like-
no solid evidence.
Like, there's no reason to, like, we're all thinking it, but we're not gonna say it.
All right. So Brady, you head out and you start looking for Professor Ferrora. Every student that you talk to, any professor that you go to, will tell you the exact same thing, that she is not here.
Dun, dun.
Okay. They go back to the ship then.
Fair enough.
All right. So Dave sells his potions. Ferrora is nowhere to be seen.
Gil's gonna spend a little time in the library while we're here, because it's a good idea.
Right. Looking for anything in particular?
You know, just doing the same old, like reading up on spells, seeing if there's anything new that I could theoretically.
Give me a luck roll.
Yep. Not bad.
67. Okay. I will grant you a level 2 spell.
All right.
Your spell book.
That sounds pretty good in my opinion.
Go ahead and make me a spellcraft check real quick.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, that's plenty enough.
I haven't put a level in that in a while, to be honest. It's still level 3. Still rank 3. I should maybe put a couple more levels at that. Level 2. What can I... There's a lot of good things around here.
Oh yeah. When you're in like the go-to place for magic stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll find something.
Absolutely. Alrighty. So, let me go ahead and get your nice little image map, because we all love image maps.
Oh yeah, we do.
As you all start making your way from Varuk, then back to the Kingdom of Furries.
I'm not gonna lie, Josh. Every time you start to say that kingdom, I can't help but think you're gonna say the Kingdom of Furries.
The Kingdom of Furries.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you met them.
And that should have been glassed. Oh wait, it was.
Yeah, I was about to say it was.
Wait, what was? Oh yeah.
The lands
yeah.
the lands where Furries now reside.
Yeah.
Alright, so welcome back to Furries.
Yay! Oh, how many days did it take us to get here?
This was the full 8-day the full 8 days. So 4 and 4.
Oh, okay. And then I would have sold some potions at
And Varuk.
Varuk, and then some here.
Right.
Okay.
Alright,
On
so
the way to Faris, I am going to talk to Anathil
okay.
about funds.
Right. Actually, it would be better if the 6 of you got together to discuss that.
we should all discuss what we want to get.
All right, so you all gather around a table. Probably still on the ship. You know, Anathil's bag of holding in the center of the table, and everybody has like little notes and such. So, let's take stock. of what we got going on here. And what exactly are we doing?
Well, let's just go around and see what everyone is hoping to find while we're in town. That's probably the best way to start divvying up funding with who has something expensive, who has something cheap. You know?
So who's gonna start?
Well, who thinks they have the most expensive thing that they are wishing for?
Oscar's gonna
Before
raise
that,
his
I have a
hand.
question for the DM and for that question.
Sure.
Can I use a scroll can I use a scroll for a spell to craft an item that requires a spell?
Say that again.
Can you
Dominic?
use a scroll to craft an item that requires a spell?
Yes.
Yes, you can
Yes,
use
you
it as
can.
part of the enchantment.
Yes, you can, but the DC does go up by 2.
That is
What's the spell?
I don't think
fireball.
that's right. I think
You
you just have
can-
to
you-
be able to cast the spell,
I-
whether that
Or
be
you
with
can
a
have
scroll
Zorloff be
or-
part of the crafting of it.
That's what I was
I
about
can-
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zorlov can assist you in the crafting of the item.
That way you
Yay.
spell.
Either way, as long as you have the ability to cast the spell, whether that be wand, scroll, staff, or person, the DC does not get affected, and you can do that. So if you have a scroll of fireball, yes, you could use that, but the scroll of fireball does get spent. Just know that.
Yeah,
at the time.
I would be fully. I can cast fireball, but I don't have the. I'm not high enough level for it yet. So wait, does that do I have to be the level to cast fireball to be able to use a scroll for the crafting?
No.
No, it's a
You use a
spellcraft
scroll?
check.
No.
Well, that's fine,
Unless
okay.
you innately are able to cast magic, such as a sorcerer, a magus, a wizard, or a cleric.
Which
Magus.
you are a magus.
In which case, you
So-
don't need to make a spellcraft check in order to use a scroll.
But he doesn't know the spell yet. He's not a high enough
That
Magus
doesn't matter.
level.
What level magus are you?
I'm level 5 Magus.
So you can do level 2 spells?
Level up to level 2, yes, I believe.
The way that Pathfinder defines it, as long as you are capable of using magic yourself, you don't need to make a spellcraft check to spell trigger on scrolls, whether you know the spell or not. So yeah, a level 1 wizard can go around with a bag of scrolls of Meteor Swarm and Meteor Swarm people to death.
Bag of holding full of meteor swarm scrolls?
Oh, dear Lord Almighty.
Fair
If
enough.
they find them or are able to buy them, yeah, it would technically work. But if a fighter
that's
tries
just-
to use a scroll, then they need to make a spellcraft check because fighters are dumb.
That just reminds me of something that me and Joe were talking about. 30-page books, all blank, all scrolls of fireball, contingency that when let out of the bag of holding would open and cast all of the spells.
That's
What-
horrifying.
you're talking about a necklace of fireball.
You're talking about basically a
Brady, allow me to one-up you. You take,
Oh god, I know exactly what you're gonna fucking talk about.
you
I
take
don't.
about 50 wands of fireball, or magic missile, or any spell that you want.
Oh god.
Probably
not
magic
this.
missile. Let's go with magic missile. 50 wands of magic missile, and then with DM permission, you take the 3.5e, which is compatible with Pathfinder spell Link, and you link them all together. So what that does is when you trigger one, all of the linked magic items to the first one go off at the same time. Put
What the
50
fuck
of them
kinda-
together, and then mount it to wheels.
You have a magic
War
missile
crime
cannon.
there.
That's a war
That-
crime.
That just makes what me and Joe were talking about worse. We were talking about filling the bag of holding with those books.
Yeah, we did that. We did the magic missile thing.
War crime.
Oh, and if you could get staves that can cast Meteor Swarm.
It's no bueno. It's no bueno. Anyway,
I mean, to be fair, that is less destructive than my idea.
anyway.
50 stabs of
Wait-
Meteor Swarm
wait,
all
that-
going off at the same time?
Which I still
Ugh.
want to do, by the way.
Dave, there's enough ideas in Pathfinder for so many fucking war crimes. There was an entire arc of the second campaign dedicated to war crimes.
How that happened, Dave?
All right. Anyway, back on track.
The
So,
question was, who thinks they have the most expensive thing to purchase?
Yes.
Usk raises his hand.
I also raised my hand.
All right. So, Usk, what do you have?
There's an enchantment that is gonna shock you guys. Read about. That would make me more sustainable in combat than I want on my sword.
Are you shocked that will we be shocked that you read about it, or the shock that you did research?
Yes.
Fair enough. I'm not that shocked though. I've always known you to be literate. How much is your average pricing?
From what I was able to figure out, about 18,000.
Okay,
That's with 3
I'm aware.
zeros.
1800 would be with 2.
There are some people who aren't that smart with money.
I look at I turn and look at John. Otherwise, Rose, what about you?
I
I'd
have more
like
money
to
than you
get
can
my
count, Cal.
armor enchanted more.
Okay, so 2 armor enchants.
The armor is would be about 24,000.
Okay,
Oh,
so
she beats me.
she does. Absolutely. Zoloff, do you have an idea of anything you want to pick up?
On that note, I am going to go ahead and say that I'm going to be right back. I'm starving. I am sorry.
it's okay. That's
You're fine.
You're good.
Remind me once he returns to recommend the robes of the Archmage.
Just make something up.
Roads of the
Robes of the
Roads of the
Archmage.
Archmage would be a
Because
good
they're
idea.
basically monk robes equivalent for sorcerer,
Yeah.
which is probably a good idea for you to have. Because I'm sorry, me and Brady got so broken as soon as we were able to access
Right?
4-level
5
abilities.
levels higher.
Yeah, I think Archmage is robe of the Archmage. There it is. Oh no, it's not Archmage. It's Sorcerer Bloodline, which is cheaper.
Robe of the
Arcane Heritage. Arcane Heritage. Because
Robe of the Arcane Heritage, yeah.
yeah, because it's
Elegant dark purple robes are usually decorated with gold stitching, suggesting a particular sorcerer bloodline. Through some might indicate a family tree. When a sorcerer dons the robe of arcane and heritage, the stitches pull itself apart and reweaves to match a particular sorcerer's bloodline. The wearer treats his or her sorcerer level as 4 higher than normal for the purpose of determining what bloodline powers she can use and their effects.
which is cool.
16 grand.
Yeah, it runs about 16.
Technically, that would work for a Blood Rager.
No,
Yes,
no, because it's strictly sorcerer.
yeah,
But they use the sorcerer bloodlines.
Right, they use the sorcerer bloodlines, but the noting in the artifact
it's a
contains
sorcerer dog.
sorcerer.
It's the
Ah,
equivalent
okay.
of
Yeah.
what I am looking at for my thing that I just found, which are gloves of spell strike, which is half of Zorlov's at 8,000. 3 times per day, the gloves allow the wearer to treat a range magus spell as a spell with a range of touch.
Gives you reach spell for 1 spell, basically.
No, it reverses it.
Oh, fair.
I can use my spell strike ability basically through these gloves but instead of having to use something on like electric shock boogaloo, which the name of the spell is
Shock and grasp.
instead of shock and grasp, I can cast something like slow,
Oh, okay.
because that is because it's just a spell that its range is close, not touch, so it doesn't technically fall underneath the I stab you and now cast magic through weapon, because it's a separate. Its range is close, not, you know what I mean.
Right.
So it allows me to take things with a range of like close,
The only things he doesn't work on is rays or other created effects. So that's gonna have to I've got to very meticulously look through and figure out how
So,
that one functions.
in this case, then, why don't we just take all of our gold and compile them into party loot?
Okay.
So one at a time. How much gold do you guys have on your characters?
I'm just gonna go with my plat, not my gold.
I have 50 gold pieces on John's character.
That's all he has.
What about your plat?
Not counting the bank.
Yeah, we're not counting the bank.
Yeah,
Like,
so this
on
is
your
just 50 gold
characters.
pieces.
Do you
50
have
gold pieces.
611.
Brady has 611.
Do you have plat on you, John?
Nope, just 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Because I will say Gil has 20 plat on him.
Wait, Brady, how much do you have?
611 gold.
Okay, so go ahead and erase that on your character sheet.
Yep.
Hey, Josh, the trip from here to Algaroth, how long is that going to be?
I will determine that in a few minutes. Matt, you have how many platinum?
20.
All right, so that's an additional 2 grand. Okay. Then I'll open up Ryan's page and see how much money he has on him. Which is probably not. Never mind.
He probably never puts any.
He doesn't spend.
Yeah, he doesn't buy a lot of things.
All right, so I will go ahead and delete that off his page.
Mm-hmm.
So in total, as a party, on your persons right now, you guys have a total 93,178 gold pieces.
All right.
I don't think you counted mine yet.
How much do you have on you?
That's why I asked how long the trip to Algaroth is going to be.
Oh,
That way I
because
could keep in
so-
reserve enough for making potions.
Well, do you have gold and platinum on you, or just gold?
Both.
This is going to be another 4 days.
4 days.
Because if we broke 90,000, we could theoretically actually do the belt
Okay,
of physical perfection.
then what I can contribute, holding in reserve 4,000
never mind, we
for
can't.
making potions on the way there, 17,440.
So your new total for spending gold here in Faris is going to be 110,618 gold.
Holy fuck.
And how much was the totals for what everybody wanted?
All right, so yours, how much? Yours is days is 24,000.
Mine's 18,000.
All right, yours
I've
is
been looking at it.
18.
Mine actually might be a little bit more.
So wait,
Well,
wait,
let's
wait.
just-
A little bit at a
Actually, a
time.
lot
A
more.
little bit at a time. Brady?
18,000.
Okay.
If memory serves correct, the robe was 16.
The Rope of the Arcane Heritage?
Yeah.
16k.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, how much is your thing going to be?
So it would be that was multiplication, not addition. 42,000.
Oh,
Wow.
If I get if I get the so what it is I want to take my armor up to +5, so I was thinking of getting invulnerability for 3 of those. It's already a +1, so I would have 4, so I'm looking at another +1, or I might just leave that as just an enhancement bonus. But I was also thinking of getting martyring, which doesn't cost enchantment spots. It's just an additional GP cost onto it for enchantment. But what it does is when the armor, when the wearer of the armor gets hit by a confirmed critical hit,
You could choose to take the broken condition to negate it.
no.
Oh.
No.
Well, I'm thinking of something else.
The wearer can heal up to 9 allies that are within 30 feet as if using the Mass Cure Wounds spell at 1d8
Oh.
plus 9 hit points each.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a pretty good thing.
Okay.
And then invulnerability will give me a DR 5, with the only weakness being magic. And then I was thinking of getting bolstering as well, which anytime the wearer of bolstering armor damages a creature with a melee or ranged attack, it gains +2 competence bonus on saving throws against the creature's abilities until the start of the next turn. That armor can be applied to medium and heavy armors as well as light and heavy shields and blah blah blah. And I
Okay.
believe, if I remember correctly, I wear medium armor. I do, yeah.
All right, so Jomini, what do you have in mind?
Well, I have a question. Do you think engineers' work gloves would be useful to me?
1 second. Let me
They
look at.
they give a +5 competence bonus on craft and knowledge checks made to repair or understand mechanical devices, which seems to be along the lines of what I do. Especially with the Magitech thing that in the
There's a
background.
lot of like specifically gunslinger things in wondrous items.
There are.
There are.
I don't think
What?
they're specifically gloves though.
You mean the engineer's work gloves?
Yeah.
I was looking into getting those.
Wearer also gains a +5 competence bonus on craft and knowledge checks made to repair or understand mechanical devices. Once a day, the wearer may touch a device and instantly analyze it, learning its purpose and the general method of operation, as well as diagnosing any acute malfunctions of the device, but not its magical powers or additional non-mechanical effects. For example, she could touch a pressure plate and understand that stepping on it would trigger a wall scythe trap, attacking that square, and that trap resets automatically, but not that the trap also includes a +1 flaming scythe coated in poison.
Hmm.
Now,
So,
Germany.
Jomini has the I'm going to touch the automatron and say, what is your purpose? And it tells you that it butters toast.
Now,
Okay.
also, are you looking to make Jean into like more of a magic-y crafter, or are you going to strictly stick to like
Engineering.
engineering things?
Now, that's what I'm.
Because if you want to get into things like Magitech and like enchanting things and making wondrous items, there are two things that I can very readily advise you to pick up.
Which are
An armillary amulet, which only costs 1,250 gold. It gives you a +5 to spellcraft, and gives you immunity to the dangerous effects of the Orrery of Nalkeshel, but that's not important to our campaign. And then Masterwork Enchanter's Tools, which give you
what was the
+2
necklace called again?
The
armillary amulet. Arm, and then Illary, Illary.
Okay.
And the second thing is Masterwork Enchanter's Tools. They'll give you an additional +2 bonus to spellcraft checks made to create magic items.
So the amulet would probably be your best bet first. And considering that that amulet is only 2,500 gold,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
only 1,250,
2,500.
I think. Oh, is that what it
No,
says on
I
the
think
site?
You're thinking of the crafting cost.
Yeah,
Quite
that's the
possibly.
crafting cost.
Quite possibly. I just have that written down in my notes on my phone because someone told me about them forever ago when I was first trying to make a broken ass magic maker.
Well,
Yeah, they
you
gave
also
you the crafting cost.
that's definitely the crafting cost, just because you probably crafted the item, you didn't make
And
it.
also the fact that I have the page up right now.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, well, there you go.
All right, so
But yeah,
Jim
so Jim John, if you're looking to make Jean into a crafter, the Amulet, the armillery amulets would probably be the best option for you right now at 2,500.
Okay. There's also 2 more items that I was looking into getting. Or brain, holy fuck. Wait, can I count?
I don't know. Can you count?
Do you need your fingers?
What's the other item?
Oh, fuck me. Okay, sorry. There's 2 more items that I'm looking to get other than the amulet then. Because I'm switching the amulet for the gloves, so I'm doing the amulet instead.
Okay.
I want to do a +6 headband of fast intelligence. Because
Fast intelligence?
Yeah, I cast off of intelligence.
If you guys were going to be going the headband or belt route, that should be a thing that
We all,
fully invest in.
because how much do we have total right now, Josh?
If you were to take your total and subtract what you guys have right now,
No, I just mean in general.
in
wait,
total,
wait. That's right. I forget that we're. That's right. Hold on.
right now you have 110,618 gold pieces. That is
So, yeah,
that is not including what you have in the banks.
Yeah, we're close, but no cigar, because a headband of mental superiority or a belt of physical perfection is 144,000 gold pieces. So we're about 34,000 gold pieces off.
Right.
So we either buy a bunch of small magic items now while we have the funds, and then work back up towards these, or I mean, bank totals. I mean, not a lot of us have things like, only a handful of us have moderate chunks of cash in the bank. Because what is it, John? You would only give us another 3,000. I had 2 zeros. 3,100 gold pieces, which would only take us up to like somewhere in the teens.
113k.
Oh my bad, he has 100 platinum, so that would only take us up to 111. Right? I did the math right there.
Maybe.
Takes up to 120 something.
Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to make it because the rest of us only have moderate amounts of gold, and we don't have access to whatever Cody has hidden in escrow, which is not that much looking at Cody's sheet.
That's a good point.
So with Jomini and his bank total, he will only bring you up to 120,000.
Yeah, so I think it's more worth it for us to get all these small items now, because we're getting a lot of our buying right now are actually really good items that are going to help us move forward, especially if
character wise.
Especially if we are able to afford all of Dave's armor upgrades, which at the current standpoint, we can afford Usk, Dave, myself, and Zorloff.
I've been adding them
I'm-
together
I'm
just
back.
between me and Dave.
Yeah, you have like
and
42,000.
Zorloff.
No,
Me, Dave,
it's-
and Zorloff sits at 76,000.
Your
Yeah.
grand total at the current moment
Is
with
84,000.
all of your magic items right now is
84.
78,500.
Really?
And
78,000?
that's without the headband, right?
That's without the headband.
Wait. So Dave's was 42, I thought.
Dave was
Mine's
42.
18.
Brady's is 18.
Zorloff's is 16.
Zorloff is 16, and then the first item that Jomini wants is 2,500.
That's right.
So 78.5 you're at.
Okay, my bad. I added my thing, which was 6. Because I knew what I want. Or, my bad, my thing's 8, so Jim Job 25.
You said yours was 8k?
Yeah.
You are at 86.5.
So we're still well within our... So is there a specific thing Anathil wants?
Anathil actually says that she doesn't want any type of upgrades. She has a custom order that she wants to put in.
Do we know how much it's going to run?
She does not.
Okay. Because we still have a good bit left at the current point. We still have about, 20-something left?
Yeah. Would you say it was 110 and change, Josh?
Right now, if we were to purchase
Buy all.
everything, you guys would have 6, 5. Wait, I'm stupid. Minus 6, 5. 24,018.
Which then we figure out what Enethil needs, and we could theoretically use the rest of what we have in finance to make the difference.
With running the numbers, everything that Anethil might need so right now is most likely about 10 grand.
Which
And
would
that
still
would leave
leave,
us a good amount for travel and
still
other
leaves us with
expenses.
10. Well, I think we already have tickets fully paid all the way to Algorand. Right?
I thought we only paid for Faris.
The Faris, that's it.
Okay.
So how much do we need left to get from Faris to Algaroth?
Faris to Algaroth is a 4-day journey, so you're looking at 150 gold a person.
All right, most of us can shell that out of our pockets, and if plus Anathol's 10,000, that still leaves us with 10,000 gold
There is
ish.
still the one other item that I want to get other than the amulet.
What was the
that
item?
What's the item?
Eyes of the Eagle for a +5 competence bonus on perception check.
What's the price?
2,500.
Okay, so
That's doable.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that puts us at 99,000.
That puts us at an even 89,000.
No, it should put us at 99.
Let me do the math. Hold on. Then if we do 150 gold times 6 people, that's an additional 900. That will leave you guys with 10,618 gold.
I think that's doable.
An even 100k.
Yeah, I think that's doable for everybody. To have a good float of money like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty decent 10,000. That's a pretty decent cushion.
Yeah.
That's post expense.
That's
That's
all of
most
your
expensive.
expenses, including your magic items, Anethil's custom order, and your tickets to get to Algaroth.
I think that's probably our best bet. Like we all have other things we want, but it's like we're not gonna be able to get all of them in one go.
Right.
Considering we have three very large orders, right?
Right.
Because Jom only comes to 6. I'm only coming to 8. Zorloff is 16, 18, 42. Dave's the real siphon right now for the cash.
But to be fair, if Dave gets
Dave's-
his order, he'll be completely good.
Yeah, no, exactly. So we can then reallocate party advancement funds to other people.
Yeah.
Not to mention
With
we're
this,
getting
my weapon will be good.
Not to mention we're getting Zoroff an item that's actually very useful for him. Like we're gonna get him basically an item that he's going to use for the rest of the game.
If he stays sorcerer.
If he stays sorcerer, yes.
I'm back.
Hey,
Welcome
hi,
back.
how you doing?
Figure that
I think this is our best use of our finance.
Okay,
Agreed.
I guess.
All right, so this is the order that you guys want to put in.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Okay,
after
so-
this, the only other thing for me would be upgrading my size more, but that can wait for a little bit.
That's what I'm choosing to do with my armor.
Besides, with my my original scythe, I just plan on putting holy on it, which that'll bring it up to a +5. The other scythe, I want to put impact on it, which will also then take it up to a +5.
Upgrade the shadows?
Huh? I would imagine I could.
Fair enough.
It is a physical thing. It has a special enchantment on it that allows me to hide it in my shadow.
That's fair.
All in all, how long are we here for?
Well, as soon as you guys go talk to Tarzer, you'll find out.
Yeah, we should probably talk to that guy.
Yeah, let's go talk to Tarzer, because once we talk with him, we also have to, eventually get over to Algaroth.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, we talk to Tarzer, tell him what's going on, and then we're gonna pop over to Algroff and then pop our way back, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. That means we're gonna need money to ferry back as well.
Yeah, so that
That's
10
why
we
we've
have.
got that big of a cushion.
It's
We
only
have a
nine.
pretty-
It's only 900 gold to get from here to Free or here to Algaroth and Algaroth back.
That's fair.
Yeah, so we should be fine.
All right. So after that, you guys spend the final day aboard the ship and make your way finally back to the airport of Paris. Making your way through the bustling city and to the main castle. You guys manage to get past the guards as they recognize you, thanks to Tarzer and the rest of the associates of the Scarlet Camilla. Escort you into the throne room, where Tarzer, Ayako, and Ayaka are currently awaiting for you there. Well, not awaiting for you. They're just there. So, obviously, they see you approaching with the guards, and Tarzer dismisses them. Says, well, assuming that you're all here to discuss your training plans?
Something came
yes.
up that we need to handle, but we will be back for that.
Yeah, yes and no. So we've been summoned, and Gil will pull out the letter from his lovely accordion folder, because that's where he keeps all the important papers.
Just carry around that thing everywhere.
Listen, it's in his satchel, and I like the idea that Gil carries a waterproof accordion folder to carry.
The ones that have the tie in the front with the 2 buttons.
Yeah,
I love that so much. I just see him doing. I just see him unwinding that from.
like he's this letter from Miss Alicia Wingright to Mitra and Algaroth before mid-month of the new year. So we will have to attend to that first, and then we will be immediately making our trip to return to then take you up on your offer to train us.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you'll be joining us in our endeavors. We have been discussing whom from which will be training you all, as for best suited for your skills.
A shiver runs down Usk's spine when he says that.
While there are some of you whom we are going to have a little bit of difficulties with, but
Zorlov Konda takes steps back.
I'm probably the problem.
but I believe our facilities will have the proper feelings to train you all.
All right.
But
That brings
after your return, speaking with the Wanderers, then shall await for your return then.
That brings us to our other matter. We were hoping to enhance our abilities or gear with some of your fine craftsmen in the area before we took off to Algaroth.
See, taking advantage of our markets?
Always. Some of the best markets
Because,
in the world.
I would have thought that you would have ordered a more personal touch, considering that you...
Well, if that's available to us, we will gladly take that.
I could perhaps ask, what is it that you all request?
Dad Gil's going to once again go into the folder and give him out an exact pricing plan and itemized list of everything we just talked about.
The robes of arcane heritage, enchanted armor for Rose of martyring, bolstering,
Invulnerability.
an invulnerability, an armillary amulet for Jean, and Eyes of the Eagle for Jean as well.
Vampiric greater for my sword.
Yeah, Greater Vampiric for Brady's sword, and of course Anathel's custom order.
And then gloves of the spell strike. I mean, the list just screams. I've worked behind a register before.
Well, it's always good to see organization.
Oh, no argument here.
Always good to see organization. Miss Arizona, your custom order that you request, would you mind sharing what is in it?
I'll be right back.
It's more or less of a personal order. Ah, I see. Tarzer slowly gets up and he takes his cane and such, and he ushers Anathil back behind his throne. And him and her go back and talk for a little while.
Gil,
Yes.
would it be beneficial if we got sending stones for us and the Imperials?
Probably at least one between the two groups. It's not a bad idea. But we don't usually cross paths with them enough to warrant constant communication.
Well, if we want to keep informed with what they're doing as far as the monsters over there, it would be a good idea for us to have.
That's true. Let me look into the pricing of that and see how much we have. We don't have a lot left in escrow, but we should have enough theoretically to buy a pair, and we can mail it or courier it to where they said they were going. I don't actually know the price of a Rocky Talkie.
A lot.
That's what I thought.
10,000
$10,000?
10 grand.
for a missive one.
Is that
Alright.
seriously what we're calling it?
Yes,
Oh,
they're
it's
rocky-
been-
That's what we've called it for 3 sessions now.
Rocky Talkies.
Yeah.
Stone
Yeah.
phones.
stone phones, rocky talkies. What else?
I
do
like
we
stone
with?
phones.
There was a third one, and I want to say it was Pebble Pagers, but that's besides the point.
Pebble Pagers. That's a good one.
We should look into it, but I think right now we should keep the finance we have.
Oh, I'm not saying right now. I'm saying for future.
It's a good idea though. If we could theoretically get them to fund one for themselves, and we'll fund one for us.
It wouldn't be
I'll-
a bad
I'll-
idea to talk to them about it the next time we see them.
No, absolutely. I'll write the letter and have it sent to them. Once we're in Algaroth. Oh, actually, I should probably do. We'll be here for a bit. I'll do it here and have it sent to them, and so I can get Draven's thoughts on the matter.
So, Anathil and Tarzer actually are gone for a solid 30 to 45 minutes.
Are the girls, are the twins here?
Yes, the twins are here.
Is there a table nearby?
No, they're just standing there. They're just talking to each other.
All right, I'm bored. Ask blackjack.
Yes.
I'd probably be set up against one of the pillars, waiting for them to return drawing.
Zoloff, would you like to play blackjack with us?
Yes, please. Also,
You guys aren't gonna have enough time because Tarzer will eventually come back with Anathil.
Well, we're just a couple. We're not actually just a couple. All right, name of the game is black. Name of the game is not blackjack. They're back.
All right.
now that I
Now that I fully understand the reasonings of these orders, I will have the craftsman of Faris handle this situation.
We very much appreciate you, Master.
Now, is there anything else that I can help you all with, or shall you be making your departure to Algaroth?
No, I don't believe so. But I guess we'll go to Algroth and then return. thereafter, and we're not gonna really be running into much in between here and there. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Very
I think
well
the
then.
only thing we have to fear is the Scarlet Camilla. And it looks at the girls. Or twins.
I mean, rightfully so.
Oh, I was fully mentally prepared to see at least one of your ships on the way
I don't
here.
think they attack the ones going to Faris. Just the ones going past.
No, we're taking some time off.
Oh, fair enough. Getting done with your New Year's resolutions.
More or less preparations.
Fair. But in that case, Your Majesty, we will be departing soon, if not today, to continue our travels into Algroth.
We will begin preparing your training sessions.
We thoroughly appreciate your hospitality and your kindness with helping us in our, adventures. And Gil will do like a very formal bow.
Usk is going to leave his sword with one of the guards.
I
Where are they
guess we would have to leave our stuff behind, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not the biggest issue, though. So, Jim Chom, is it a staple gun or a nail gun?
It sounds like an impact gun in the background.
Yeah,
does.
I'm pretty sure that's an impact drill.
It sounded like impact drill.
It's hard to tell. It was very rhythmic.
Well, they're working on a motorcycle, so I could only assume that it's an air pressure impact driver.
Oh, that's a good point. It could be a boat gun.
Yeah.
It also sounded like a pneumatic nailer, but
Yeah, it did. Almost.
Fair.
Okay. All right. So back on the ship again.
yep.
4 days.
4 more days on board an airship.
Gil will see if anyone needs minor tailoring services.
Zorlov will ask him if he can, what was I gonna say? I forget.
Words are hard.
Yeah, they are.
Especially when they're English.
Yeah,
Read.
I'll probably remember it. I don't know.
Just let us know when you do.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, Gil will see if anyone needs minor tailoring services.
Honestly, not really.
All right, fair enough. Well, trying to make money. Then he'll just mend and tend to our own equipment and such.
Zorlov's not going to have to waste spells on Usk anymore.
How's that?
Vampiric Greater, every time I land a hit, heals me 5 points per hit die.
That's not bad.
Actually, really good. What level enchantment is that?
It's a +3.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, man. Ugh.
In theory, I could have that done to one of my sides, but I would need.
I'm wrong, it's a +2.
Oh, it's a +2.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Alright, just bear with me a second. I'm populating a map.
You good?
Take your time, bud.
Alright, so 4 days of downtime. How's it going?
It's going.
I'm gonna pull Zorloff to the side.
I'm sorry, wait, you're gonna what?
He's gonna talk to
He's
you.
gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Hey, Zola.
Yeah.
You do. Well, obviously, you do your fire spells. Do you know fire? You know fireball. You've used it. Can you make me a scroll of fireball?
Yeah, sure.
I'll give you money, or bread, gold, or
Yeah,
Red.
sure.
Bread.
Sure, man. Yeah.
Make me this super powerful magic item that can kill a group of commoners, and I give you a piece of bread.
anything. I don't know. Whatever you want, really.
Just, yeah. So, how, so Josh, how does this work from like player to player? Just,
You have craft on your.
Oh wait, can't he just help me with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just put the spell in there.
Yeah.
Solo. Let me rephrase
Yeah,
that.
he just
Solo,
needs to
do
be there while you craft the item.
Do you wanna?
Okay.
Do you wanna be there while I craft something?
You literally just park him at the bench next to you, and he stares at your item while you're making it. That's pretty much how it goes.
Don't worry. It's
And
not
when
a,
you tell him, he casts fireball to it.
Don't worry. It's not a gun that shoots fireballs or anything. I think this will add the power it needs.
Zoloff will be kind of confused by the gun with fireballs, but he'll agree to help.
Sorry, a gun with fireballs is horrifying.
It is horrifying.
Oh, agreed.
Awesome. I'm gonna just continue working on the officially known as the Fire Drake pistol, but
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll help you.
I don't.
You'll make
It
a
makes it-
Jim Jump. You'll make a Jim Jump name.
It's a Phoenix pistol because I got it. I'm making it from the Phoenix flag. from what's her name?
Oh, the slag.
What lag?
Not lag, slag.
Oh,
The air.
slag.
What was her name again?
Sorry.
The Phoenix.
What was the name of the Phoenix?
Who the fuck knew that?
Zarloff, do you remember the name of the Phoenix?
I know I don't. Wait, I have notes. Like Revi. And the slag is called Hatril. Wait, Theor Guinevere, redhead who sucked Sorla. Oh, socked.
Yeah, the woman who punched Zorloff in the face.
Yeah, where did
Jesus
we run?
Christ,
We
I-
ran into them in the.
Yeah.
Wildlands.
I have a Thyla Menarge, and her only descriptor is goth bitch.
Yeah. He still wants to kill her.
No, you can't just randomly murder people.
Can
It's
do.
Dave's job.
So Zorlov, will you? Okay, will you help me with this?
Yeah, he already said he would.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll help you.
Yay.
There it is. That's the image. Or
Imagen.
oh,
Like I said, it's
That's-
Dave's job. It's Dave's job to
That's-
murder people.
That's so funny. I feel like I say that too much.
all right. So since nothing else is really going to happen out on the ship, we can just go ahead and immediately bring you guys back to City of
Alright.
Algaroth.
So majestic.
All right. So finally within the City of Algaroth again. Guessing you guys head straight to tavern then?
Yeah, we're
Or
kind of.
not.
Yeah.
We're here on a mission.
Second. I goofed.
I'm sorry.
I did a goof.
Oh no. Oh no.
At this moment in time, I feel sorry for anyone who hasn't muted my cringe shit channel.
Yeah, I'm about to mute that.
Oh, that's been muted since its existence.
Yeah, that has been muted since its initiation for me.
Wait,
I
what
will-
happened?
I will
You
go-
are much
It's a
better
different
off.
channel.
It's on a different channel.
Oh, dear Lord Almighty.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, so
Why is-
making your way
Why the fuck-
through the horrendously busy city of Algaroth during midday, during literally middle of the work week. Finally coming across the Genshin Wingright Tavern.
Woo!
Wow, it's packed.
Oh yeah, packed house. Sarah and the rest of her crew are just frantically doing their damnedest to make sure everybody is tended to. Sarah's like fucking throwing shit at people, telling them to like settle down and stuff. You know, being the
Tear
badass
down.
barmaid that she is. A couple adventurers are over at the quest logs that are over here, taking papers down from the walls and everything. And suddenly she spots you guys, and then like rushes over to you all and says, "Oh hey, sorry, we're a little busy. They're waiting for you in her office. First door, like right." She like points through the crowd, right there. Just head on through that door. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I didn't really. I mean, I guess we were expected, but I keep forgetting how identifiable we are. All right, shall we?
I think
I'll
Gil's just
start
gonna.
pushing his way through the crowd.
Yeah, we're just gonna go
right
through the crowd.
behind him.
While we're walking through the crowd, I look at Gil and say, I think you sometimes forget we look like the cast off of a play.
Hush.
All right. So who's opening the door?
Gil will.
Me.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, Usk. So you swing open the door. All right, and
Violently.
Be gentle.
No.
Be gentle with that. What? Are you fucking insane, man?
That is mahogany.
Kicks in door.
Is the door mahogany, or is the fact that he opened it very violently mahogany?
That's not how
Yes,
that
next
works.
That
question.
doesn't even make any sense.
Wait, what's this? Malarkey. That's what I was thinking about.
That's malarkey.
so Usk, you open the door, and this is what you see. 4
Shit.
of the 5
Oh,
wanderers.
shit.
Oh
Wait a
shit!
minute.
They're all in the office.
Just violently opening the door.
Oh,
Shit.
no.
Close his door again.
Yeah,
I
Gil will
may or
then-
may not have fucked up.
Oh, dude, Gil will immediately just walk up to the door, open it gently, and be like, "Good day, hello, everybody."
That was a much better entrance.
I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure that's how Morrigan used to enter the office all the time, anyways.
It
And
was.
I was about to say, but nothing that we haven't seen.
Same.
Come on in,
It's simple.
everyone.
Sometimes people forget their manners. And Gil, I assuming the chairs across the desk are open.
Yeah.
So Gil will immediately go to one of them and be like, "Hello, I am the mouthpiece."
I'm just gonna be right there.
Doop.
Good call.
There we go.
Here, it'll probably be easier if I just take the grid off of this. Not create a new page, you dumbass.
You dumbass.
Take your time, bud.
There we go.
Oh, dear
Alright.
lord.
Dolof, where are you standing?
1 second.
Sorry about that. My cough's are really phlegmy.
We
It's
can
alright.
tell.
Also, give me a heads up if you start hearing my
For
background
some
noise,
reason,
like
Oh, you're good.
without me talking.
I have to
Alright,
roll-
I'll just go ahead and drag you.
Nice. So I have to open up roll 20 for some fucking reason. Or reopen it.
It's all good.
uh,
Alright.
just right here, I guess.
So, I hope that all of your travels were adequate.
A bit of a journey from here to Winter Hollow, but we made it within, I think, ample time.
That's good. Did you at least enjoy your festivities?
Oh, of course, it was a charming, charming event.
I
I
had a
thoroughly
great
enjoyed every
time.
evening of it.
I was supposed to see you all off, but I got called in to schedule this. So,
That's fair.
why we're here now. By the way, where the hell is Alicia? She was supposed to be here already. It's her idea.
I have things I could be doing.
She had to take care of something quickly within the factory. And then, as if almost on cue, like a bright yellow portal opens up about right there.
I'm assuming that's supposed to happen.
Then, lo and
Yeah.
behold, you guys finally, after all this time, get to see Alicia Wingright.
Ooh.
Holy fuck! Sorry.
It's hot.
She could kill you.
I
I
don't
know,
care. That's still hot.
I know, I was in her party.
She could find interesting ways to kill you that you would never even imagine.
The Wanderers are well aware of her war crime shenanigans.
Yeah, I think you were one of the most. Yeah, you changed laws.
You are the
You
reason
made a
why there
Thing-to-Do
are
convention in Avalon.
laws.
Sorry
You
about
single-
that. There was a mix-up in the factory, and I had to see to it immediately.
Oh, perfectly fine.
My apologies for being late.
The Geneva Convention? No, the Wingright Convention.
She's gonna pull up her chair and sit down and give you that I'm the boss kind of look. She's like leans forward with her head on her fingers and says, "So, you are all the dream catchers I've been hearing so much about."
Hi, that's us.
Yes, ma'am. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Wright. We've met the rest of your associates. You are the last.
Indeed, and by what I've been hearing from them is that you all are quite the interesting group of adventurers.
Oh, nah.
More so with your deeds around Avalon.
Oh, well, I guess we do have some interesting things going on with us.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't call myself interesting. I'd just like to help.
We're pretty
Life's
cool.
a shit show and it always happens.
Rotten luck. I'm always in the wrong place at, well, I guess the right time.
Well, you seem to be all know, especially with what you're doing, starting to make us look bad. I understand.
Nah.
I understand that we all have our own quells and jobs now to handle, but you at least save some of the hero work for us.
I wouldn't say we've been much of heroes. I think we've just more been a lucky accident in a lot of major events.
Noctis speaks up and he says, "You guys actively hunted down 2 dark guilds and eliminated them both with no casualties."
We're
Because
working
it's
on a
fun.
third.
We are actively working on a third.
It was fun, in all honesty. I can't wait to do it again.
They needed to be
Yes.
taken care of, and we were there.
Also, they keep fucking with us.
Well, you all do have a major target painted on your backs.
Well, in our defense, when it comes to the Dark Guild, says they fucked with us first, and they just are now finding out.
I can understand that. I relate to that.
If they want vengeance for our vengeance, that's on them.
Absolutely, they started this altercation.
So, which is going to bring me to what I wanted to discuss. As you have read in my letter, this is just a simple meeting as to acclimate me and the rest of my friends here of what the hell is going on. Because everything that we have witnessed or everything that we have been looking into recently, your names always come back.
I'll take that as a good thing. So I guess you want the would you like the long version or the short version?
I would prefer the long version, so that way we're
Gil-
all on the same page.
Gil will begin in excruciating detail. A rambling of rambles of basically everything.
Before you get into that, though, Matt,
Yeah.
Anathil is going to be the one to stand up.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that's
And
fine.
she's going to say, well, you want the full end of the story, I guess I would be the best one to start off with.
What?
My name is Anathil Arizona, and I'm what is known as a dreamwalker. And then, over the course of probably the next, 2.5 hours,
Yeah, I would say it takes a while.
you guys go over the entirety of your adventure so far, between the unification of Anathil's dreams, the ratings of each of the dark guilds, your influence on the world, and just by even traveling with it. And most recently up to the takedown of Raven's Eye, your battle with them, and taking a good 2 months off in Winter Hollow.
2 months, a kidnapping. Enjoyed the rest of the time.
Now,
The Throne.
I have to ask, how truthful are you being with the Wanderers? And how much are you telling them?
I think we've inadvertently told at least William and Noctis most of the
Noctis
details.
knows everything.
Yeah, so there's no reason for us to hide anything.
So you're telling them everything, including your information about Hino with the Scarlet Camilla, the Nine,
Not the
everything.
stuff that they don't know.
Well, what's the stuff with the Scarlet Camilla? The fact that it's run by the
Foreign members of the Nine?
yeah.
To be fair, and this is table level, at least one of the members already knows that.
But are you telling them about it?
Do they know that we know that?
No.
One of them
They
knows
are
that we know.
they are letting you talk.
I say we tell them.
Yeah, I think Gil will tell
Now,
them because it's like
here's
we
the
have no
personally,
reason to
I
lie to
think if-
these people.
Before
They're
we
the
do
Yeah.
that, before we
And
do
if
that, is admitting
anything, they
information
have the
technically
right to
lying?
know.
Yeah, it's a lie of
A lie of
omission.
omission is still a lie.
Still a lie.
And they do have the right to know these things.
Yeah, literally, they are probably our best bet on dealing with anything. So there's no reason for us to lie to them.
True.
We
Man,
we inherently trust these people because guess what? They're the heroes of Avalon. We have no reason to not trust them.
Why am I such a pathological liar?
I vote tell them all.
So you'll tell them everything.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Alright, so bump that 2.5 hours to about 3 hours then.
I'm just sitting there, doodling.
Usk is sitting on the chest.
Zorlov is halfway falling asleep.
Usk somehow manages to detach one of his fingers.
So, after the long explanation of everything, Alicia just sits there.
And that's about everything that we've dealt with so far.
Pretty much up until now.
Oh, say hi to Demon. Wait, did we tell him about Demon Daddy?
If you're
Oh,
telling them,
absolutely.
if you're
We're
telling
fucking-
them everything, you're telling them about
We're
Typhal.
Listen,
So-
the lying about the 9 stuff was more likely than us not telling them about Typhal. Because we're just like, fuck Typhal. Oh, yeah,
Not
fuck.
this would fact check us.
Oh yeah, say hi to Demon Daddy.
John over there is a one-way door to Typhal's sight and vision.
And audio.
Who we
and
learned is a prince of hell.
The son of Lucifer.
Yeah, that.
He's cool, though. He's chill.
At the very least, he hasn't meant us any harm
He's actually been very helpful.
yet.
He's
also
keeping
being
that
kept
idiot alive.
If it wasn't for him, I'd be dead probably. And also, he let me have nights with my.
We don't need to tell them that, John.
Oh, I thought we were telling them everything.
And does
Yeah,
this and does
Everything's
this
pertinent, not your love life.
and does this devil prince have anything to say?
I don't know, John.
Oh, you'd have to ask him.
Everyone looks at John.
You see him look at the ceiling and for a sec. Well, do you have anything to say?
And just then the door opens.
There's your answer.
I have a few.
Oh, good day, Typhal. How are you?
Hi,
Haven't seen you
Typhal.
since.
Pardon my intrusion, Miss Wingright. I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet Avalon's heroes. The same individuals who are responsible of casting that demon down into my world. To be fair, this is Morgan talking. To be fair, she went down there on her own fruition. Ah, right. Well, nonetheless. Questions, madam? A few. As the Dreamcatchers have explained to us that you're here on a mission. Why? When you're the last descendant of your bloodline, you'd probably do anything that you can to make sure that your legacy lives on. Am I wrong? I didn't think so. And that's exactly what I'm doing. My father and I have been fighting for our territory back in Hell for centuries. Hell, even millennia. But, ever since she came down into the world, really exactly much that we can do. Both sides of the armies are fighting for survival now. So, I decided to come up here and look at what all the hustle and bustle is about. I got to say, I like it with what you've done with the place. Stories that my father has told me, especially about the surface world and the Imperial Plane, doesn't lead up to anything close to this. And what exactly do you want? Oh, it's just simple. I wish to seek a bride that is equally or stronger than me. And, well, considering that the 3 most powerful women in this world are
I fucking knew it.
hogged, I could say.
2 by 1 guy.
To be fair, well, I can't really compete. I'm gonna have Elysium make a roll.
I mean, let's be honest.
And
Alicia
you're gonna see her like almost visibly gag. I think I see where this is going.
Let's be honest. Alicia and Morgan only married William, had kids because they're like, these will be strong babies.
Basically, yeah.
Well, we kind of skipped over it because I rushed to the end point, but Alicia was going to start actually hitting on Will and try to be with him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was going to do that during the training arc, but then you kind of caught fire.
In my defense, I was in the woods.
Oh,
Pretty good
God.
defense.
I think I see where you're going with this. Well, at least one was able to figure it out. These 6 still haven't figured it out.
But the fact that you want a wife and you're trying to court one of the Wanderers, we've just kind of been ignoring that fact.
Or that you want to court
At least,
the
yeah.
woman who's terrorizing your home.
We also figured that one out. We just aptly ignored it because we just thought if we put Jean in a grass skirt and a coconut bra, that might be enough to suffice you.
It would be good entertainment, though.
Yes, it would be.
No, it would not.
Jean,
Oh,
shush,
it
the
would
adults are talking.
definitely be good entertainment.
Jean, the adults are talking. Shush.
Opal is gonna speak up now.
She's 17.
Opal is gonna speak up now and say, "Why Hino? I understand that she's powerful and such, but I'm fairly certain that that woman doesn't know any other feelings other than authority and anger."
Sounds like she'd make a great wife.
Already sounds like a wife.
Which is the reason why I would like to speak with her as quickly as I can.
Wait. Didn't Eve mention something to me about a time she tried to get one of her friends together with someone else and half a town died?
Yes.
Could I put 2 and 2 together?
Yes.
I think the last time that Hina was tried to be paired up with anyone, half of a town died in a fiery explosion. Or at least that's what Eve says.
That would make way too much sense. Morgan's gonna speak up and says, "Nope, I can confirm it. I've heard that story."
Last time if I had to guess, it seems like she doesn't really have the capacity for compassion in that way.
But that's the thing about it. It sounds like she wants to.
Found any.
She's planning something. This is Anathel talking. It's like she's planning something. It definitely has to deal with Avalon. William's gonna lean up against the wall and say, "As horrible as she may be, my time spent in Greece, Ino does care about this world. She cares about the people that she is close to. The one thing that's for sure is that she never goes back on her word. But I have no doubts that she is planning something." Which begs the Typhel speaks up and says, "Which begs the question of what is everybody going to do about her now? She is wanting to return. She is wanting to return. She wants them to retrieve her." As he points to the 6 of you.
And Zorlov perks up. Oh. Well, I'm gonna.
Solaf. It's fine. Shh. Go back to sleep.
Okay. I go sleep.
So as we were saying,
We had a deal with the members of the Scarlet Camilla that we were going to train with them once we were done speaking to you here.
and we do plan to uphold that deal. To be honest, they are much less preoccupied than all of you for good reason, and they seem to be the most well versed in our needs of training.
Compared to when you first had the dream of these creatures guarding her. Alicia is asking this. compared to when you had the dream of these creatures guarding her, do you believe that you can free her?
Right now, not a chance.
Well, maybe?
Zero sleepily raises his hand up. Me.
Only thing I could think of is if we had the power to defeat the things guarding her, then I would suppose yes, we probably could get her out.
I think the issue in here lies in we
But
could
at what
probably
cost?
we may be able to deal with the guard dog, but we don't know if we're able to pick the lock.
You know is trapped within the 5th circle. She's strictly there because, well, what I understand, she can't get over what the 5th circle is based on.
And what is the 5th circle based on?
Gil's like actively thinking through the circles of the 9.
Shouldn't I know this to some degree? I am a
You
cleric.
should know that probably.
Give me a knowledge religion.
Weren't the
17.
9 pleasures
I
based on the 9 levels of hell?
Yeah, I just
they
gotta remember what.
are?
I spent a very long amount of time in the pleasures. Would I remember what the 5th one was?
Literature question for you. According to Dante's Inferno, what is the 5th level of hell based on? Without Googling it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh
Any of you
god,
had
it's-
any appreciation for literature, you would
I
have read
used to-
Dante's
I
Inferno.
know.
I
Ninth
used to know this
was-
one. Sorry.
I want to say wrath.
Fraud, violence, heresy. Yeah, it's anger.
Anger.
Sorry, I know of going up from 9 to 1.
I was right.
Yep,
I-
from 9 to 1, it goes treachery, fraud, violence, heresy, anger, greed, gluttony, lust, and limbo.
Lust.
So the 5th circle is anger.
You're telling us that Hino is stuck in the circle of wrath. Actually, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does.
Anger and authority, like I said.
So
While she can't get over her internal anger, she is able to control it. But without getting over her internal anger, she will never break past the 5th layer, which is why she's trapped.
So, Typho, would you rather us try and push her further in or pull her back out? I think we're actually trying to go out, so we want to do out now, I think about it. We're actively trying to do out.
Well,
But
either way, she can't go up or down until she gets over her internal anger.
That's true.
she can leave.
Oh.
She can very well leave. Everything behind her is burned to ash. Pushing forward, she'll have to get over her anger. Now, begs the question of how you are all getting there. Oh,
I'm
that's right. You have a portal that leads directly down into the 1st layer. Right. Oh,
Yeah,
but how
yeah,
will
but-
you get around? Oh, if only there was somebody who could actually guide you through it, who was familiar with each of the layers.
If only we had
Look,
a tall,
You
handsome,
don't need
dashing
to
devil
spell
with
it out
black
for
hair.
us.
Oh,
I know you live there.
That's right. I'm the prince's son. Of course, I will guide you through hell.
My lord, would you please?
Jean,
Through
I
hell.
swear to God, if you call Typho my lord again, we are going to send you into the wild land and leave you.
I mean,
I'll take
that's-
your gun and arm too.
Alicia is going to cross her arms and say, "But my question still stands. Are you strong enough?"
No.
Oh,
No, not by any means.
God, to face that woman, we would have to be like all 6 of you times like 7.
Well, to be fair, they might stand a chance.
I still say we need to get stronger.
I think there's no doubt in that statement. But now I'm curious why we stand a chance and you five don't.
Stronger.
It's strictly because she doesn't want them to come down.
She has that much control over your home? Sheesh.
Morgan's
I-
gonna
I-
Morgan's gonna
that's
speak.
water rights.
Morgan is gonna speak up and says she's testing you. That's why she wants you to go down.
Ugh.
She's testing the six of you to see if you are actually capable.
If I
Well-
remember correctly, the last time we even attempted to, when we were in Anathel's dream, she said we all got wiped out by, like, rather minor devils.
Hey, that was at least like
Really
half a year
handedly.
ago.
I know that was a half a year ago, but I don't really feel much stronger than I was a half a year ago.
Well, here's the thing. We also don't have the lovely things known as magical items in the dreams. Because there are certain augments to our abilities that are not access that we cannot access in the dream world.
You sure about that? Because every time we go over there, we seem to have whatever it is we fell asleep with.
I thought we're not supposed to.
We remember very few of the dreams.
No, I thought we weren't supposed to have access to magical items in the dream world.
You shouldn't have access to the magical items in the dream world.
That's what I thought.
Just your basic gear.
Mm,
Well,
Uh,
the beings that are guarding. Oh, what were except were they devils? No, they weren't horn devils. Those are further down.
mm.
Come on, O mighty Prince of Darkness. You should know your subjects.
Oh, their lives are numbered. It's difficult to keep track anymore. Plus, I haven't been home exactly in a few 20 years or so.
Damn.
John, how old are you again?
I'm 19.
Yeah, in about 20 years.
That long?
Anethel,
How
don't
long
you
have you been
still
watching
have a
me for?
drawing of them?
To be completely honest, I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch a lot of what those monsters actually were called because I don't fucking remember.
I don't know if we ever got a name for them
Yeah, I don't think we ever did.
because we were so effortlessly defeated by them.
I know they were in the upper. They weren't handmaiden devils because that was the thing that you fought in that base.
One in Winter Hollow?
Yeah.
Was that the tentacle bitch?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't like her.
fuck. What was the name of her?
Handmaiden devil.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Good book, good book.
There was no way it was this far down. No, it wasn't. Absolutely not. Wait, this looks. No. I
Can you describe it, Josh?
feel like it's hard. Memory is so thin.
Was it the ones from the first dream sequence?
No.
Or the dream sequence with the magic circle?
Oh, here they are.
Got him?
Oh! And Typhel snaps his fingers and says, "Oh! That's right. That's right. I remember. Shadow Angels. Yeah, they were Shadow Angel devils.
Looks confusedly at
Same.
boy.
They're cloaked figures of skeletal, translucent creatures. Each of them wields practically a skull-decorated scythe, cloaked in darkness, wings.
Everyone just looking at Rose.
That's everyone looking
Uh,
for.
let's see. Larger creatures, outsiders. They were a pain in the ass to deal with, I'll tell you that. They are incorporeal, though, so if your weapons aren't magic, then that's not going to matter.
I think
Yeah.
almost all of us have magic weapons.
Highly resistant to magic.
Hmm.
Your buddy, your friend, your fiery friend over there isn't going to do anything to them. They're immune to fire. And I'm fairly certain that he can't wield true fire.
Wield what now?
What now?
Oh, please don't tell me this is the first time you're hearing of it.
Isn't fire just isn't
Isn't fire just? I'm with John on this one. Isn't fire just fire?
I
This
just
is-
love-
Noctis is gonna lean back and say, "Hey, Will, you want to tell them about true fire?" Will just flips him off.
I just love how Zorlov is sleeping through all of this.
Next, you'll be telling us there's true water and true earth and true air.
That's true.
Well,
You've
You're
gotta
kidding
be
me.
shitting me.
You're kidding me. What?
There is.
Noctis, you're the teacher. You do this. Okay. He's gonna stand up and he's going to, he's gonna hold out his hand and he's gonna spark like a little, a flame in his hand. He says, "Magical essence is drawn from many different planes. Did not actually originate from the material plane. What
Okay, that makes sense.
what you see here is just regular magical fire that originated from, well, the Ifrits, or the Ignan races that came to the material plane, taught us how to use fire magic, or granted from the gods of fire and the Wyrams and such. What Typhel is speaking of is a power that originates from the primal planes of this crystal sphere. True fire is a power that can be wielded by pure fire wielders that they channel directly from the plane of fire. This ability originates from even the most ancient of red dragons or phoenixes.
Just gonna look at Zorloff.
Everyone looks at Zorloff.
Who's still sleeping?
I'm gonna just kind of kick Zorloff's foot at this point.
Sorry.
You may want to pay attention. Long and
Yeah.
short of it, there's something called true fire, which instead of from the elemental base, it's from the primordial base, meaning that it can just be really, it's advanced fire. Continue, Noctis.
Okay.
And it's not just fire magic that do this. Water, earth, air, ice, any form of elemental power can be held within this strength.
Seems like I need to do some learning.
Hey, wait a minute. So, Mr. Noctis, who can learn the true elementals? He still have a slate, bless him.
Put it this way. Not even I am capable of wielding true elements. No matter how hard I tried,
Is there any particular reason to that?
His ear ticks.
I don't know.
Zorloff, didn't you meet a phoenix?
You did meet a phoenix. We told them he met a phoenix.
Yeah, of course I met a phoenix, but
And I met a water god.
still
Water
need to get,
thingy.
still need to get her back home. Come to think of it.
The only other being that I know of who is capable of wielding true elements.
Oh boy.
So,
can't wait,
Typho. No, go on.
can't wait to go on a training session with her.
I don't think I'll be heading up day soon, buddy. Don't worry. So, Typho, what do you know? True elements? Are you able? Do you know whom's able to use them?
I can.
So I'm going to assume Mr. Zoloff over here theoretically has the ability to learn them.
I mean, more
He's
than
got
likely,
he's
but
got potential. He just needs time.
That's fair.
Morgan,
some-
Morgan leans over to Alicia and says, "Yeah, and if he survives, he knows train."
throw off the ear will tick.
So theoretically,
Usk just
if
chuckles
I'm
back.
going to make a educated guess here, you need to have a primordial linkage to the primordial element to be able to wield it. Where you are from a devil, thereby from a plane where there's primordial essence of fire, Noctis, you are a wizard. You thereby have no primordial linkage, so thereby you theoretically do not have the ability to call or attune with a primordial force.
Whoops.
I can attune to
Zorloff
a.
over here is a phoenix sorcerer.
If I tried, I can certainly attune to some sort of primordial essence. I simply just have not attempted to go. I did not see a point. So, true lightning, while powerful, not everything is not strength does not come from just basic attack spells.
Fair enough. I'll give it to you. Just curious.
I've heard true lightning. Wait, I've heard true lightning can also stop your heart even quicker than magic lightning. Is that true?
Why'd you hear that? We just learned about this stuff.
Oh wait, shit.
True lightning, if it was if able to cast, true
Sorry.
lightning can vaporize anything.
That's a spell Noctis would want.
Sorry about that. I kind
You're fine.
of.
Much like
Well-
your parents when you were falling asleep.
Seems like I need to go have a conversation with a kaiju. Besides the point. So yes, I guess our current plan is to go back to Faris, get our asses handed to us by the remnants of the Nine to make us stronger, and then theoretically deal with some other things here to get used to, gain a little bit more strength and coinage, and then I guess venture into hell.
I just hope that you're not going to be there, Morgan.
How are we getting our asses kicked to make us stronger?
Training, Zorloff.
That doesn't
So-
kill-
so when
what
you
doesn't
work a
kill you
muscle-
makes us stronger.
So when you work a muscle, it tears a little bit, and then as you continuously tear it, it actually builds
I
itself
think we all
stronger.
passed basic biology.
Jean, you'd be impressed.
Morgan's
who
gonna look. Morgan's
the
gonna
amount of
look.
people who don't know that.
Morgan's gonna look Gil straight in the eye and said, "Oh no, they're gonna break every bone in your body."
I don't think bones work like that. Actually, breaking
No.
them makes them weaker.
Yeah.
Actually, when they fuse back together, they get a little bit stronger.
Wait, are you serious?
It depends where the bone is broken.
Well,
7
you guys will
different
just have to
places.
remember to drink your milk.
Oh, I love milk.
Ugh.
Fucking milk drinker.
And
Mor-
when
Morgan-
you
Morgan's-
get to old age and retirement and your bones are full of holes, don't expect me to infuse you with calcium.
You
Morgan,
think I'm gonna get old?
Morgan's gonna speak up and say,
No, honestly, I
Look.
don't expect you to live past 30.
I've lived through their training. It is brutal. Since you are on the strength level that which you are, they might take it a little easier on. However,
Gil cocks eyebrow at that statement.
what? I'm just saying they might. Hino has such a great influence on I would hate to see what wrath she would invoke on this world if they were to die
The
during training
reassurance.
of all things.
The reinsurance. Mwah, mwah. Fantastic. Got this.
I don't want to imagine that at all.
None of
You have
us.
high hopes for our abilities.
Oh, I have high hopes for us, but
I was talking to Morrigan.
oh, whoops.
Oh, dear Lord. Regardless, that is our current plan, and this is all the information that we have to date. I don't believe we left anything out, but I will say, hopefully, before we go and, delve into the hells and decide to just go grab an angry kitsune from it, we will hopefully have brought back our missing compatriot. Because, 7's better than 6.
Stifle's just gonna say, "Nah, I think you guys got this."
Oh wow. Thanks.
That's the most confident
that
I've seen you in
A
Is
this.
it
vote
a-
of confidence from you, Typhel?
Oh, a minor vote of confidence and more of a, I can't wait to see how this shit show is gonna go down.
That's
There
what
it
I
is.
was waiting
There
for.
it is.
That's what I was
That's
expecting.
yeah.
As intimidating as the Shadow Angels may look, they're not very strong.
The first problem is hitting them.
Not really.
Ah, fair enough.
Most of you are capable of physical damage. Shouldn't be that difficult. Spellcasting on them, however, that might cause a little bit more of a pain in the ass.
Looks around the party where there's only one person who can't cast spells currently.
Oh boy.
I
Luckily, we have 2 hybrid spellcasters, so we're fine.
We. That was we as in we, not we as in yes.
But no, I believe with just a few months of training with the 9, you'll have a decent survival rate.
I hope so. Yeah.
We'll be fine.
I won't say no to being able to survive.
yeah, agreed.
So often nod.
Very well then. Alicia is going to talk again, and she's going to say, "Let me ask you all one more question then.
Hmm?
Are you all okay with this?"
Question we've been asked a lot lately. I mean, it's one of those things, in my opinion, and feel free to voice your opinions to the rest of everybody. It's not more of a, are we okay with this? It's more of a, this is just kind of how it's going. We're very much rolling with the punches here. No one's forcing us to do anything to an extent. It's more of, if we want to, not die, the other actions kind of need to happen so we can not die. You know?
Opal's going to speak up and say, "You do realize that you're speaking to the Wanderers, right? We can
That's fair.
very easily put you all under protective custody.
Well,
and go get Hino ourselves."
Well, the thing is, I mean, fair.
That's
Protect
boring.
custody is nice and all, but at the same time, you may be able to get Hino, but what happens to the giant angry god things that talk to Hino and were like, destroy your plane and come work for us? We still die. And if we're the
That-
best chance of getting Hino, who is the only person capable of stopping those things,
it seems the most logical course of action for us to go get Hina.
That was something that I was worried about as well. Say that we do defeat and release these things that are chained to her and bring her back out here. What if they still come for her?
Noctis
I
is
guess
Noctis is the one that's going to speak up with this and say, "I don't think we're going to have to worry about them."
What makes you so sure about that?
I'm with Zoloff in this one.
Yeah.
And then that brings up even a third question. Even another question. You all. The world was assured that all of the demons were taken care of.
Well,
All
these
of
are
the
devils.
demon lords are dead.
Oh, that's right.
But
You know, it's
Hino is a demon lord. When she comes back to the plane, people will know that she still is alive. That's not going to look good on you all,
Why
protectors
can't we
of
just
this
bring her
world.
back in secrecy?
We could, but eventually people are going to notice. She isn't
Will people
really the
realize
stealthy
she's
type.
a demon?
Some people alive will recognize her.
Precisely.
I guess it has only been like 80 some years.
Just keep her in
And while,
hiding.
yeah, I suppose she could stay in hiding for a time, eventually someone somewhere is going to find out. I'd hate to see the chaos that erupts if someone with ill intentions towards you all finds out.
Which is the reason why, if you all are planning on going into the Hells to retrieve her, we would have to stay up here and deal with damage control. The world is not going to take lightly that the Demon Queen is still alive.
Well,
Granted, yes, the name of the Wanderers is going to take a significant blow. However, we would have to figure out something to at least talk with her and figure out this plan that she has, so that way we can figure out where to go from here.
Not theoretically, like PR it to where everyone just thinks the Demon Queen's a nickname, not a legitimate title.
I don't think that would work.
Listen, I'm just spitballing here. Like,
I think-
how many common people could tell you the difference between a demon and a devil?
Not very many.
Not very many.
Would it not be? Are you? Are you willing to lie to the people?
We
Oh,
lied for
they've
them.
already lied to them like once. What's a
We've-
lie saying that she's just a kitsune who's really, really mean, not an
This is a-
actual demon?
This is a different kind of lie.
We've lied to them for 80 years.
That's
And
true. Fair
what's
enough.
And
stopping
this-
you from lying once they find out that she's still alive? Because there will be a time where they won't know, even though she is back. If
Will
we keep it.
William is going to speak up and say, because you all haven't felt her actual aura,
Right. But
just the amount of power that she radiates off of her.
even then, would you not be able to say that you used her for security? You used her. You gave her an ultimatum of defending or not defending, but destroying. I don't know, evil halfway across the plains.
Elysia is going to speak up again and say, that is sort of what we're planning on doing. If you all manage to retrieve Hino, I am therefore going to usher out an immediate call to all of the world leaders. For the Wanderers, the 9, world leaders, and, well, unfortunately you all as well,
Woo.
are going to have to meet up and discuss where to go from here.
Yay, more politics.
Is there
Oh,
any-
Hutch, you act like you'll do any of the politicizing.
When we retrieve her, is there any place that we can come back to for the first few hours for the storm to die down? I guess.
Well,
Elysia's going to look over to Morrigan. I have an idea. of where she'll go.
Would it be able to contain this
Where
aura
is
you
that?
speak of?
It's safe enough.
That- But
New
will it contain the aura
Saitoria.
enough?
No,
No.
not Saitoria. Until you all return, I'm afraid I can't speak of it.
Fair.
The rest of the Wanderers don't even know.
So what? Why do I have the feeling you've just made a giant lead box for her to go in?
Honestly, though,
I don't know if lead counteracts aura. It's a theory, but I don't think there's an actual scientific principle here.
do we even have that type of science to know that type of shit yet?
I mean, it's kind of like a magic tech thing, I feel, but that's besides the point. So, yeah, I think the bigger thing at play here is I don't believe what technically, literally every step of the way we have been asked, "Are you being forced?" And I don't believe we've ever said we're being forced because we're not really being forced because it's more of a shit's gonna go awry whether you do something or not. You might as well help it not go as awry.
I believe the phrase we keep using is "we have no choice."
Voluntold.
I don't think we've actually ever been technically voluntold to do something.
I just like to help people. I'm just in it for the ride.
We've
Like,
also,
the most
we've also mostly been acting on our own.
like this whole Hino situation is the most voluntold we've gotten.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
Everything else has kind of just been a really strange coincidence that our business happens to end up
Collide.
being the world's business. That's a statement.
We
Wow, that's a
just
statement.
we were
We
connected
got mad at the Dark
by-
Guild. The Dark Guild was planning to do some bad things. We killed them. We got mad at another Dark Guild. The Dark Guild was planning on doing some bad things. We killed them. Like, it just keeps lining up pretty well here.
I was kidnapped. We
Yeah,
went
that's
after
part
them.
of the first Dark Guild that pissed us off.
But yet then, everything always comes back around to you.
Sleepy kitties.
And Alicia points at NFL.
Oh yeah.
We've just kind of been following her dreams.
Some may call it destiny. Some may call it fate. I call it a shit set of circumstances.
I forget.
I
how
just
even
call
ended
it
up
my
in this
rotten
party.
luck.
Josh, I appreciate the music.
I just call it an interesting power.
I mean, because the thing is, we don't blame Annabelle for this.
Oh,
Because
of course
let's be honest,
not.
she didn't ask for this.
Of
Ah.
course she didn't.
Unless, did you ask for this, Annabelle?
No.
All right, see, she didn't ask for it, so we're just dealing with it.
An interesting set of circumstances brought us together and brought us on the path we're on.
Because
It's not like we can deviate from the path we've been given very much.
if I remember my Avalonian history correctly, you all were legitimately told, "Don't let Opal die," and "Don't let Opal die" turned into "Now you're the bitches of the state."
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Like, excuse my crashness, but we have been fully autonomous this whole time. We're just now being told by someone who could legitimately burn this place to the ground to come get her like a goddamn cart service. And you know what? I'm not gonna argue with someone like that.
He's got a point there.
Mm,
The reason why we gave her the name that we did. This Typhoon.
Table talk. Did we just one up the Wanderers twice in one episode?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
Gil has no fucks given. Like, we are putting everything on the table right now to figure out what the fuck's going on. He's gonna say it as it is.
Bottom line, we're
uh,
most likely gonna do what we want.
We have done what we want. We are just currently in a situation where either we get this bitch and things might happen, or we don't and things definitely happen.
Well, the way I see it is, as of right now, our primary goal is to get Drac back.
Oh, that's
And
true. It
we
is.
need power, more power and strength to do so.
Mm-hmm.
They're offering us training. In return, we rescue Hino.
It just happens to coincide once again.
But if we don't agree to rescue Hino, we don't get the training. And that means we have to either look somewhere else or resort to outside help in rescuing Drac.
Gil,
Yes.
do you think you could have phrased that a little bit more delicately? You're still dealing with humans here.
Phrase what more delicately? I've not been phrasing things delicate for quite a time right now, Zoloff.
Oy.
Zorloff, delicate's not our forte.
I do delicate, don't get me wrong, but in the current situation, delicate would just be wasted time.
Fair enough, but still. Ugh. Anyhow, I mean, I go wherever you all go, so I say we go ahead and rescue Eno, and then after that we can rescue your other friend.
So Zoloff, you act like you're not part of this group. You're
He's your
stuck
friend
with
too,
us.
Zorloff.
So if you're stuck with us, whether you like it or not, we'll chain you to us if need be,
You're a full body.
and we will get the chain that does not melt the flame. They make those, right?
What?
No?
Alicia?
Actually, they do.
Anathel's gonna walk over to Zorlov. She's gonna put her hand on his shoulder and say, "What they're trying to say, Zorlov, we're a family now. You stick together."
And now we're gonna drive a bunch of carts really, really fast and go over jumps and let explosions
Shut up,
happen.
Gil.
That sounds like a fun idea.
That's such a dumb joke.
Zorloff, you remember what I said about orc tribes?
They're all one big happy family?
You're part of this tribe.
Oh,
Quite.
well, thanks. I get. See, I guess why I'm just still so kind of freaked out by it is I've never really felt accepted anywhere
Join the club.
ever.
Zoloff, buddy, oh pal of ours, do we look like a normal group of people? As a man with magic cancer in one arm, the white-haired child, I'm blue, dabadima, da the dreamwalker, the short orc that could. Do we seem like normal
Hey.
people to
The
you?
little orc that
Hey.
could.
I'm too angry
Lord,
to
that
die, and
good.
you know it.
If there's ever a storybook written about us, that's what it's gonna be called. The little orc that
The
could.
little orc
I think that little orc that could get little headlift me if you wanted to.
Let's see. Okay. So, all right. So after all of that, Zorlov is gonna point to Gil, and he's gonna say, "Yes." Gonna point to the little orc that could. Yes. Gonna point to his two. Gonna point to the. Gonna point to the two girls with his two fingers. Yes and yes. Let's see. Who else am I missing?
John.
John.
Cancer boy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. And points to
Ah.
John. And also yes.
Oh, sorry. Corrosive delirium.
My bad. We have Make-A-Wish patient with the little orc that could.
All right.
I'm sorry. I just thought it out like he's what he is.
Bro, I'm just a Make-A-Wish patient with a gun. who's brilliant.
While all this talking is going on, I'm gonna look at the Wanderers. Was your group like this?
All the damn time.
Great.
You love us.
Fuck off, Gil.
Alicia's gonna break
Think
the
I'm fine.
break the convo and say, all right. As long as you all are okay with what is going on, just let us know if anything ever comes up that you all don't want to do. Believe me, we've committed enough war crimes to deal with another one.
I don't want to do my fantasy taxes.
Once again, if I remember my Avalonian history, only 3 of you committed war crimes.
Anyway,
Wait, 3?
Yeah,
Thought it was
technically,
only
I think
Alicia.
technically Morgan and William were also charged with war crimes because they killed
Ugh.
Guardians.
No, we did not kill Guardians. We only killed creepy Scythe dude.
I'm
Did we?
pretty sure the only one that actually was
War crimes.
convicted of committing war crimes was Alicia.
She was
I
the only one
could've
put on trial for it.
Okay, I could have. No,
Morrigan,
we're just
Morrigan definitely committed a war crime. Noctis, not until after the demonic wars he committed a war crime.
William commit no war crimes
What did
because
I do?
he was the moral
When
compass.
did Morgan commit a war crime?
How many, when did Noctis commit a war crime? Do you not remember that?
Morgan.
Do you not remember that time manipulation or time exploration is forbidden on this plane? Noctis?
I don't think that's a war crime. I think it's just a regular crime. It's like a felony.
It's a war crime.
When
Right.
did Morrigan commit a war crime?
She's a part of the Nine, Brady. She's committing by association.
Fair,
Guys,
but that wasn't until after the trial.
yes, Roloff. Yes, Ryan.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
About that
Uh,
time
We're
for you.
we're almost done.
Don't worry. We're
Yeah.
just being dumbasses. at
We're
this
almost
point.
done.
I
So-
apologize.
With
You're good.
with her final acceptance that you guys are in it to win it now, Alicia is going to reach into her bag and she's going to toss a device to Gil.
Ooh.
So Gil, how I can describe this device? You've never seen anything like this thing before.
That's in a lot of things.
It's fairly light. It appears to be what would look like a mixture between natural and Magitech. Natural Magitech. Basically this thing is just like a small cell phone.
Oh,
It's like
it's an
a
upgraded
crystal
Rocky Talkie.
it's a crystal screen surrounded by a frame of rune inscribed rock
Oh, all right, Legend of Zelda.
Oh, that's cool.
with a small indent on the top of it that appears to be in a spherical shape.
It's a slate phone.
Alicia describes this. This is a project that Noctis and I have been working on.
Ooh.
It's still experimental, but we managed to make it compatible with sending stones.
Ah.
Basically, how this would work is you would place a sending stone at the top of this device. The runes would therefore read who this stone is attached to, and then store it in a magical memory core.
And I'm assuming that you've already put 5 sending stones in here.
No, I only put
No.
in one.
Yours.
Noctis's.
Ah, that's fair. We'll bug him.
Believe me, I get far too many notices on my sending stones the way it is. This-
I-
we invented this strictly because we got tired of carrying
A literal
Tens
bag of
of-
rocks.
tens of almost hundreds of sending stones. We don't
That's
have
fair.
we don't have a name for it yet since it's still in testing, but for something fun, I'll let you all come up with some ideas. This will be the fastest way to get in contact with Noctis or anybody else whom you register the sending stone with.
Oh, fair enough.
Hmm.
It's very much appreciated. I'm gonna then hand it to Anethil. Into the bag of holding, please.
Woo.
Random
Yes.
question for the group:
Hmm.
Are we involving the Imperials in this mess?
No,
Not yet.
no.
I don't
No?
want to drag them in.
I refuse to drag them into
Not
this.
yet.
The only
It's-
thing that we're going to have them assist us with is getting Drac back.
Yeah,
I don't want to put them in any more danger than
They've
necessary.
already lost 2 members of the group last year. I don't want to put them in any higher risk because this is a completely us problem. They want to come help us fight Dark Guilds. That's fine. That's their prerogative. But fate of the world type of things, maybe later.
Do they even know we're going to hell?
No, and I'm not planning on telling them.
Yeah, those-
Considering two of us are trying to get with two of them, they're gonna find out about it
Yeah,
eventually.
they'll find out eventually. But as of right now, I'm not giving Draven. I'm not giving Draven a thought of I want to go beat up demons. Please let me come.
I'm pretty sure he'll have a heart attack.
Yeah, probably.
Alicia is going to lean forward and say, "It'd be best if you don't tell anybody about this. At least until we understand what Hino's intentions are.
That's
So, don't mention this to anyone. This conversation does not leave this room.
yes, ma'am.
At least until we understand and speak with the leaders and know what Hino is planning."
Of course.
I-
Well, we thoroughly appreciate your time with us today, Mr. Ingright, and as you, Miss Madame Morgiana, Mr. Glickman, Miss Floridian, Master Eleanor. Now, is there anything else you'll need from us?
Gil, you just called Morgan her daughter's name.
No, my bad. What is Morgan's last name?
Saya.
Thank you. Gil would actually know that, Madam Saya. That was Matt's brain. Sorry, the fact that I remembered that it's Opal Floridian and Noctis Eleanor, you got to give me some credit there.
Yeah, I'll give you
Fair
credit for that.
Like Morgan's last name is actually the one that comes up the least.
It's only ever actually been said 2 or 3 times in the campaign she was played in.
Yeah. Well,
I feel
William always fully introduced himself, and then, everyone else had everyone but you had a really important last name. Now that I think about it.
Well,
Thank you very much for your time.
The only thing I ask is, please be safe and watch out for each other.
Oh, of course.
Of
Please,
course.
We do one of those on a constant basis.
if any of us allowed the others to die, we would very much turn on the others.
Morgan's gonna speak up, and she's gonna say, "And good luck with your training."
Oh, thank you. We're gonna
We're
need
gonna need
that.
it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
The
Training
entire,
with
all
you
their
is
all their
any
faces just
indication?
go.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need it.
All right, well, ladies, gentlemen, Zoloff, let
Fuck
us be off.
Fuck off. I was thinking about giving you a hug, but after that.
Oh, I'm just playing.
there's one
Oh,
last,
I know. Give
there's
him a
one
hug.
last thing I want to do
I
before.
give
we
it-
go.
I give it a go, a Christian side hug.
Store for me.
Mm,
Wait, Jomini, was there something you wanted to do?
Just one last conversation.
Oh yeah, absolutely, do it, man.
Mentally with Typhel.
Oh,
Oh, that's gonna happen.
This map.
Yeah,
We're
pull
on the
back.
world map
Oh,
now.
this map. Okay, I was confused. Hey, Typhel.
Yeah. Yes.
How can I? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? How do I become more of a servant to you?
Oh.
I'm willing to.
How much are you willing to offer? Or what are you willing to offer to do so?
Well, you already have one thing that you have the most valuable thing that I can offer in your hands.
In this case, it would boil down to what your request entitles.
Power, strength,
not good.
the ability to defend those around me and those far from me.
I'll get back to you on that.
As you wish.
I believe that is where we'll end tonight's session.
fair enough.
Right?
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The next course. It's hell itself. The Dreamcatchers are going to head to Faris in order to gain their newfound power, or hope to, if they manage to survive the training of the 9.
Woo.
Woo! And hope we don't die.
So, tune in next week to find out how that works, or how it goes. Because not even I know at the moment. So thank you all so
Dice
much
may
for
love us,
watching.
and the dice may hate us.
So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Next week, usual time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at the Silent Table. I'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Why?
Night.